Yo, was good. What up? What up? Hello, Kentucky. What's good with y'all, man? I see y'all talking junk already. I see y'all talking trash already. But what's good, y'all, man? Listen, summertime is over. It's fall. It's big fall, you heard? It is autumn. Libra season, birthday coming up soon. Hey, listen. More than I said, because I'm always effing late, man. You ain't got nothing better else to do. Then besides, what else y'all gonna do? Y'all gonna be here. Yeah, Morena, but that's different. You used to that. Out here, man, summer's over, man. It might be warm here and there, a few more days, but it's over up north. Man, we got a great topic for today, you heard? We have a great topic, which I may need people to pop in and put in their 2 cents because I'm kind of, this is kind of, spontaneous that I'm doing this live. Most of my lives are spontaneous. They're not prepared. I'm just going off the head. I'm freestyling when I come up here most of the time. Haitian refugees at U.S. border. That's the topic of today. These are people that are in dire times, which causes dire decisions, rash decisions. You know, who am I to judge, right? They're thinking about survival, right? At the end of the day, we all want to survive no matter where we from. And today, regarding this topic, I had a conversation with a liberal, a family member. And the conversation I had with that person today just made me more assured. It reassured me that those mother effers are delusional. All it did really was it just helped me gain more confidence in my own sentiments on some real ish. You heard me? Morena said she felt bad seeing that. Morena Reyes. She said she saw the news. She saw the IG post where there was people that were hungry, going through hardship, starving, seeking asylum. because they're scared. Mm, that's. I heard a lot of people were taking flights. You know, correct me if I'm wrong, but they were catching flights from Haiti to Brazil, and then from Brazil they was skating. They rounded up the little change they had. They were hopping on a plane, going through Brazil, and it seems like they waited for Mexican Independence Day to like break out to the U.S. I don't know. I don't know. It seemed like it was around that time. Perfect timing, huh? But everyone, make sure y'all hit that like button, man. Today, this is what the topic is, man. I'm gonna drop the link. I'm not gonna be on here forever. I'm not gonna be on here forever. I'm gonna be here maybe an hour. I'm gonna drop the link immediately so we could dissect this conversation. But for the most part, I'm really here to defend Dominican Republic and defend Dominicans. And I'm not no this ultra nationalist. Ooh, fuck Haitians. Nah, I don't think like that. Nah, but DR Dominican Republic is always painted in this negative image and this picture that I don't agree with. And regardless, I'm Dominican, so I have to defend, what my people are, and, who we are. And Sean, what up? What up, man? What up, Rod? Rod Complex Jr. What up? Lord Hokage says, why are Dominicans coming up in these topics? Lord Hokage, haven't you learned that in society, and I'm not saying that Haitians do this, but it's not really Haitians that really do, talk like this or think like this, but in society, anytime something negative happens to a Haitian, society somehow looks for the way to blame Dior. They always find a way. And to be honest with you, the reason why they always want to blame Dior, I'm gonna keep it a buck, is because Dior has more of an admixture to them racially, and that's a fit act. That's a fit act. They're gonna say Americans are. They're gonna say Americans are racist. They will say, or they haven't really said it. But in like if similar situation like this happens, situations like these happen, and Dominican Republic is regarded as racist, and it's because let's be real, compared to Haiti, DR has a heavier admixture. And I like I said, I'm gonna repeat it again. I'm here to defend DR because yes, there are racial, racist people who think with a racial mindset, or it's more. It can be more of a legality thing with them, nationalistic thing, identity thing. I'm more here because I believe that there's not enough people with my type of upbringing and background who are taking the stands that I'm taking. You know, and a lot of people are gonna say, "Oh, fighter, regarding your appearance, your racial makeup, where you're from, the you know the lifestyle you choose, your mannerisms. If you're saying that." this is your perspective, then that means you a Uncle Tom, a Sambo, you a sellout, you a coon, all this and all that. And that's not what it is. I'm tired of every time everybody can make a fun of Dominicans, but the minute the Dominican make a joke, they racist. I'm tired of that, man. I'm tired of that. But I'm gonna dig into the subject matter. And the number one thing that I noticed was there was more Haitians in Mexico than what I thought. And this was what 6 7 months ago. I took a trip to Cali. Went to the West Coast. I went to LA, San Diego. That was what my third time being out there. So I also decided to go to Mexico. You already know another YouTuber invited me to go to Mexico with him. Went to Mexico. And as soon as we entered the border, when we passed the border, when we were in Tijuana, I saw how you have people in traffic trying to sell you stuff or clean your windows or sell you water, candy, food, chips, whatever, right? Flags, mask, whatever. In any a city, you'll see that, like in New York or like in Chicago, Philly, LA. They were Haitian. At first, from far away, I'm like, oh man, like I know there's a such thing as like a black Mexican, like that exists, like someone being very dark skinned, being Mexican. Yo, this dude was dark, dark. I'm like, oh man, he looked like he could be Caribbean or African, and it was more than one of them. It was like 4 or 5 of them, 6 of them, and the people that I went to with, I went to Mexico with, were like, oh yeah, fighter, those are Haitians. I'm like, for real? I'm like, nah, no way. It was like, yeah, word up, those are Haitians. And I'm just thinking in my mind, hold the hell up. How the hell did a Haitian get all the way up here to Mexico? So then I automatically can't start thinking, oh well, if a Haitian is in Mexico, well that means he got here illegally. And no, I can't think like that automatically. Maybe, he was working a good job and he said, you know what, I want to go travel to Mexico because I like Mexican women, and maybe he stayed there. That's not the circumstance. Most Haitians that are in Mexico is because of their eager desire to get into the United States. Many people think that Mexicans are the main problem when it comes to illegal immigration into the U.S. via Texas, Arizona, Cali, and that's not even the case. There's Central Americans and there's Caribbeans that go via South Central America, and then that's how they find their way. They go through a journey and they get to northern Mexico to find their way to the U.S. And I found this out on my trip to Mexico, and I couldn't believe it. I'm like, oh shit, it's really hard out here. Shit real out here. And I didn't feel or think about racism when I was out there. When I saw those Mexicans, and I'm not saying that there isn't. I'm just saying I didn't really see it. In previous years, you would see things called caravans, where these are, correct me if I'm wrong, people from Guatemala, El Salvador, they use Mexico, the bordering cities, to get into the United States, and they rush it all at once. That way they can gain asylum and whatnot, right? And the Mexican citizens weren't happy because then that means that, there were going to be a lot of people out of place, where they resided, right? And there would be a lot of crime going on. Or then, people would blame Mexico on what's going on the invading or illegal crossing. They would blame Mexicans, and Mexicans weren't happy with this. So this is not a new thing, what happened. But maybe the numbers is what made it so shocking. And what made it even more shocking was, they were dark skinned people. And the fact that it was a huge number, 13,000, they saying 13K, that made it to the Texas border in Del Rio. 13, that's a lot of people. I don't even think the average city in America has that many people. 13,000 is a lot of people. Matter of fact, the mayor of Del Rio, the city where all those people snuck into, said that those 13 refugees make up 1/3 of the population of the city. So that's crazy right there. So imagine trying to contain all those people, and like your city is not even that populated. That's wild. Man, I see 37 people in here. Yo, everyone make sure you hit that like button, man. I'm gonna drop the link and I'm gonna play some videos. Let's have this convo. Let's have this convo, man. I want to have this conversation today. But yeah, man, I could play the video for y'all, and y'all could see the reality what's going on. That in America we got it good. There's people dying, risking their lives to get here. And now there were some certain photos that surfaced on social media and whatnot that kind of turned people away. They were saying that there was whips. They had whips. The officers had whips, and it reminded them of the days of slavery down south. That kind of triggered a lot of people. And I said, man, that looked kind of suspect. That looked kind of weird. Like, they really doing that? But then I look into it. I'm like, wait a minute. Or is them social media trying to spin it again, trying to make it to another racial issue? But then I also thought about, wow, I'm Dominican. I'm somewhat familiar to what a Haitian is, because I'm Dominican. I have Haitian friends. Is our neighboring country. I know we've always had some type of turmoil or quote unquote beef, right? So I told myself, damn. So people always are bullying Dominicans or criticizing Dominicans, how we treat Haitians or how we turn them away, how we strip them of their citizenship, how we don't want them in the country. But now it seems like America is going through a similar situation. But I think what really is bothering people is the photos that surfaced. And people are not taking into account that 13,000 people rushing a border. I'm not saying that is right or wrong. All I'm saying is 13,000 people rushing a border, hitting a city, a small city. That city, that state is going to be under panic. They're going to be scared. So I'm like, wow. Is the United States racist? No, I don't know. People would say, "Oh man, this is all Trump's fault." Trump's not even president. Biden is, and supposedly Biden already been buying flights for people to go back already. And the ones that he's definitely gonna send back are the ones that are not claiming United States as an asylum. You know what I'm saying?
He was bike riding while all this was happening, by the way.
Yeah.
And
Oh
Kamala
yeah.
Harris was she was doing the coin toss at the college football game to see who got the ball
Yeah.
first kick. So
So
Jesus.
so
oh no, I'm gonna cook real quick.
yeah. Oh yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna
Yeah.
go
Yeah.
in.
Not, yeah. 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 I'm gonna let you go in, but first I want to finish up what I was
Oh
saying.
yeah, my fault.
Yeah. Yeah. And my question is, I'm gonna play a video for y'all, and then then I'm allow everyone to go in. But my question is, is the U.S. wrong for anything? Um, are those pictures real of the officers whipping those refugees that they were just trying to make it to the other side, or were those whips just for the horse and the media twisted it to make it seem like it was a racial thing? I mean, I don't know. Would those marshals or rangers, whatever you want to call them, border patrol, would they do that if it was someone of lighter complexion? Like, I don't know. There's a lot of questions. There's a lot of things that we don't really know about because this just came out, and maybe in a week or two, people are gonna forget about this. Who know? How people are. They get mad and upset about a situation. 2 weeks later, they forget about it. They're upset about another thing. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna play this video. We're gonna zoom right through it, and then we're gonna get to talking. And before I do that, I want everyone please hit that like button. I think it's an interesting topic. I'm not gonna be here all night. I promise you, I'm not. But please hit that like button. Let me put this video up, and then I want everybody to give their 2 cents. So let me pull up this link. Share screen. All right. I'm gonna play this. I'm gonna play this video, and then y'all guys could go in after the video is done. Right here.
Haitian migrants have crossed the Rio Grande into Texas and are now living under this bridge. Would you look at this? Conditions, they tell us, are squalid, with only a few toilets and little access to food or clean drinking water. NBC News has learned the Biden administration is planning to ramp up deportation flights back to Haiti over the next week to deal with the surge. Think of that. Homeland Security officials say most of the Haitian migrants came from South America, where they've been living for years. Of course, deporting these migrants would mean sending them to a country in turmoil. Natural disasters have ravaged Haiti, and it's in the midst of an enormous political crisis after the Haitian president was assassinated. NBC's Morgan Chesky at the bridge in the small border town of Del Rio, Texas. Morgan, I've been watching there all day. They won't let you anywhere near them.
Yeah, Shep, we're about a quarter mile away from that bridge right now. We were escorted by the sheriff of Alberta County to about 100 yards or so away earlier this afternoon. Temperature right at about 100 degrees. The island nation of Haiti, essentially left waiting under this bridge to be processed. The sheriff making it very clear they are not being detained right now. That is simply the only place they can really find any sort of shelter after coming across in such great numbers. They're clinging to that shade as much as possible.
Look at that, man. Look at that, yo. That's crazy, yo. But like the human in me says, like, yo, I don't blame them. Like, they trying to survive. But then it's like there's rules and regulations, you know what I'm saying? But let me play this. Let me play the rest of the video.
Very little food or water. We know there's only a couple dozen bathrooms there for a massive crowd. And I'm told that a staff of about 100 state personnel, including paramedics, trying to do whatever they can there. But this is a humanitarian crisis. And I want you to hear the words of what the Del.
Oh shit, is he Dominican? No, let me stop. Yeah, but like it wasn't only Haitians though, right? But it was mostly Haitians that did cross. That's what the news is saying. That's what they're purporting. But it was not only Haitians, just mostly.
now, including paramedics trying to do whatever they can there. But this is a humanitarian crisis. And I want you to hear the words of what the Del Rio mayor said earlier today. Take a listen.
We now have one third of the population of the city of Del Rio, Texas, in a confined space under the city of Del Rio International Bridge. I had thought that the alarm was set on Monday. This is setting the nuclear bomb alarm. This is no longer.
Everybody's telling me they expect thousands more to come here before this number starts to slow down. In the meantime, they are turning to federal resources to try to get some help here. We know that there are area restaurants here, Shep, cooking up food to bring it to the migrants here. Some of them, I'm told, have even gone back across the river into Mexico to get food and water, and then bring it back to their families on this side of the river. And this is an ongoing situation.
Wow, that's deep right there, man. That's deep. So I know Danny hopped on. Well, he was one of the first to hop on.
Y'all could go first, fighter.
Blood Moon says audio is annoying. What's going on?
Somebody had an echo. That's why.
Yeah, it was echoing while you were playing the clip.
Okay.
That's why.
Okay.
Hey, can I go first?
Wait. Let Morena go because you got here first. Then you, Roy Chess.
Okay, cool.
All right.
Wait, is she
so what's going on, Morena?
Hold on.
Not much. How you doing, fighter?
Did you say she's lighter than you?
So that's racist. I said 30 minutes to get racist.
She's actually darker than you.
Now we could blame Roy Chess again, like old times.
So light privilege doesn't work over here, huh? Light privilege doesn't work.
Yeah. White privilege doesn't work over here. I'm sorry, man. This is not radical
light,
stream.
Not white. I said light, not white. All right.
Yeah, this is not This is not radical stream. You heard? Oh, Blood Moon. Whether you knew it or not, there's Dominicans in Texas.
They're everywhere.
There's Dominicans in Texas. Blood Moon. You heard? Oh, Stone Decatur hopped out of nowhere. I wonder who that is. He came out of nowhere. He saw Haitian in the title in the picture. He was like, man. "Oh man, I wonder who Stone Decatur is."
Somebody put the griot symbol in the sky, and he came running.
It might be a Haitian, right? I think we know who that is. But
Oh, okay. Now I get it. So
yeah, that's bro tag.
Now I get it.
Yo, but Morena, I want you to go first. Go ahead, Morena.
Okay, so I was a little confused. I thought you were gonna focus on how they rounded them up at the border, right? But you're talking about how they are making Dominicans out to be racist. So what's the correlation with this particular event? That's the part that I'm a little confused.
Oh, because this is a similar situation.
That what happens in the Dominican Republic, but I haven't heard not one person mention Dominican.
It's not a similar situation.
Well, it's coming. It's going to be a cascading event, right?
Probably,
so
yeah.
I mean,
they'll end up blaming DR. That'll be one of the last things that they put the blame on.
I don't think that's the case. That's not the case.
Yo, all right. This is let's show you the correlation.
Mm-hmm.
It's Haitian people,
right,
looking for refuge,
right,
and the country that they're going into is deemed racist, and that's what they're putting in the media. It definitely is a big situation, big situation, and there's a lot, and that's no, it's not. It's a similarity.
No, it's not.
What other country do Haitians go to? You don't care because you're not Dominican.
It's not about being Dominican. No, you're in your feelings because you are
no.
Dominicans,
I know.
And you're
I'm not Dominican.
Make a correlation.
No.
You're trying to bring it up. I haven't seen one.
Wait, Lord. You speaking out of turn though. Hold on. I wanted Morena to go, and then Roy just. You think. All right, Morena, hold on. You think that's what's going on, that I'm in my feelings?
Oh no,
no, I can't be in my feelings because it won't affect me personally. But this topic interests me because it's an unfortunate event, and I could reassure you that those refugees, those people looking for peace and safety,
Right.
they knew something like this could happen to the point where they're going to be probably detained and they're probably going to be there for a little while, or they could probably get deported. And that's why Biden has already scheduled flights back to Haiti in huge numbers, and they're going to go back to a place with no state, right? What they call a failed state, right? That's what they're going to say.
Yeah.
So it's not nothing like that, but it's a huge similarity. Now, Morena, that you say that's all you want to say. So all right, go ahead, Roy Chess.
I didn't say that.
Oh, all right, then explain. Then all right, go ahead.
Because I'm
Express.
saying
Oh,
that
all right, express yourself. Okay, express yourself.
I didn't see anyone mention Dominican Republic. That's why I'm like, why? I mean, I know that at the end is going to end up there,
I'm
but
telling
why
you.
jump so far with regards to how they got rounded up at the border? Fighter.
Well, I'm saying that
Wait, hold on,
YouTube-wise,
Morena. Wait. Well, let's let Morena go first. So, what your question is? Why did I jump the gun? Or am I
like,
jumping the gun?
Yeah. Yes.
Because do you think what happened? Like, what do you think? Is the U.S. responsible? Do you think those pictures? Like, do you think those people are getting mistreated, or was it more because they were breaking the law? Were those people getting whipped? Were those real pictures?
It was very suggestive. They were trying to send out a message when they were doing that. Yeah, the media
Right.
put it out there like that because how did they get the pictures? They didn't call the media to go there at the border and take video of that. So it was very suggestive. So they're trying to send a message of how they're getting rid of the Haitians, right? Because they were only focused on the Haitians, even though you said there were other people there.
Yeah.
as well.
Oh, yeah. They were just the grand, the grand number, but they weren't the only. But they were a big number.
Right. So they were
Now,
trying to send a message by doing that and doing it in that manner, right? Even though Danny says those are rings, they were very suggestive and knowing that people were going to take that, they wouldn't be sensitive to that, to looking at that. So it was done purposely.
it's calculated, right? You say it's calculated.
Yes.
definitely,
Oh, right. Okay.
because nobody got hit with the reins. When you look at the video closely, those are used to rear the horses. Also, you ever seen like the
Yeah, horse
cowboy
whips.
riding, and how he has one hand on the reins and he smacks the horse from side to side with the other hand?
They
That's
were
what
using
those whips are.
lassos. They weren't using reins. They were using lassos.
I didn't see the video that Third Ward put in there. I didn't see a lasso. I just saw like the part of the reins. The
There's
wood part.
other videos. Yeah, there's other videos. You can see a guy using a lasso. He's trying to round the guy up. It really looked like some slave catching shit. That's what it really looked like.
Mm.
Then that's probably what I thought, Lord, but I saw just now looked like reins, but it looked like they were using the reins like whip. That's what it looked like to me. So it was very suggestive. They wanted to get a reaction out of people, and here we are talking about it.
Right. So the reason why I brought in the whole Dominican part, right, was because the other day Radical had a live and they were attacking Dominicans.
Oh, okay.
They were attacking Dominicans. The topic was Afro Latino. And they started attacking Dominicans, saying Dominicans are racist and this and that and ooh ah. So now I felt like I was I think I was the only one really defending Hispanics or defending the Dominicans. Everyone else basically was just letting people say whatever they want to say about Dominicans. Oh no, Dominicans are just a bunch of racists, and Hispanics just hate black people. Like they hate dark skinned people, even their dark skinned people, they hate them. So I feel like I gotta be the one to when something is right or wrong, it's wrong. Like, and I'm gonna say something if it's if that's how I feel. Right. So the reason I'm making this correlation is because I know at the end of the day, give it a couple of days. That's what the conversation is gonna steer to. And they always saying, "Oh, Dominican Republic doesn't want the Haitians, and they're the same people, and this and that, and they're racist." And look what's happening now. Haiti is trying to get into the U.S. and all the U.S. is doing is detaining them. Like they're not shooting them down. The worst they're gonna do is fly you back, right, or hold you there. So I mean, yeah, I'm not bugging, right? I'm not the only. I'm not the only one that watches social media and what people are saying. Oh, America's racist. Like, yo, how are you gonna call America racist? They're at the border. Like, they came by surprise. You know. So, all right. So, Roy Chess, go ahead.
Okay, thank you. Because you brought up the fact that every time something bad happens to Haiti, Dominican Republic gets involved, right? So I want
Yes,
to touch on
bro.
that conceptually. So hear me out
Yeah.
conceptually.
Go
Right?
ahead.
So the idea conceptually is, well, at least for an American like me, I only know about the DR and that island based on you guys because I come to this channel and other people's channels.
Right.
Other than that, I would be ignorant. You know what I mean? Because I don't really know Dominicans like that, right? Or you know, Haitians like that. So without you guys, I would probably be 100% ignorant. So to me,
Okay.
from an outside American, let's say I'm completely ignorant, right?
Right.
To me, when you have a group of people living in close proximity
Mm-hmm.
to Americans, we're gonna say that's your brother, that's your sister over there. So if
Mm-hmm.
something is bad is happening over there, now I know
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to guilt trip anybody. I don't want you to take it like that, but
Mm-hmm.
if something is bad happening over there, you would
Yeah.
expect somebody to lend a helping hand. So, in America, we had remember the flood in Louisiana? There was a
Yeah.
hurricane, people from New York went down there, like the fire department, the police department, they sent people from all over, the
Correct.
National Guard, they sent people. So it's similar to that, what I'm saying, that that these people need help. These are your brothers and sisters. So the concept is, why not help them? So that's probably why you're getting that. Well, DR must be racist because they're not helping. That maybe that's the reason why. If you get what I'm saying.
The reason why Dominican Republic can't help Haiti is
Right. Why
because
why are you not volunteering? Like if New York
oh,
was
you said like Dominican Republic?
yeah.
Oh no, oh
Sure.
yeah, but that's the thing. The biggest contributor to Haiti in times like these is DR. Who else?
So
Who
so
who
that
who,
so that's
who else?
confusing to me. That's confused because then why would they be saying that? If you're the number one contributor, then why are they saying that?
Because it's part of the agenda. It's part of the. Today I just had a. Today I just had an
You okay?
argument. Yeah, I think
Sound
she
like
good.
someone was dying.
Yeah, she needs some agua. Today I was
Nah,
speaking. Today I was speaking to this kid, family member. He's a bleeding liberal, and he was just going off on this and that and this and that. I'm like, bro, like 13,000 people purportedly pulled up, and now they're not gonna just kill him or whatever, right? Or hurt him. They're gonna like place him somewhere, and then they gotta figure out what they're gonna do. What's the next move? Are we gonna keep him here? Are we gonna send him back? They gotta America gotta figure out what they're gonna do, right? So I even heard people already blaming America. Oh my God, slavery, and people already making memes. And then I see a lot of people also, commenting against Dominican Republic. Like Dominican Republic is self-hating. They'll start saying, like, I've seen it already. I've already seen it, and I've had the conversation today with a family member who thinks that Dominican Republic is racist and America's racist too. And I'm like, bro, I don't think it was because they were black. I think it was because they were trying to get in, and that's why they're like being held there and whatnot. Now, a officer misbehaving or acting out of order, that's something that's possible. That's human error. But do y'all think that was something authentic, or like Roy says, do you think that was authentic, or that was something that they're trying to manipulate us to think, the U.S. is being grimy or whatever, or being discriminative?
I guess there's it's part of the media that they don't want that many refugees coming at the same time because it's an overload on the resources, I guess. But I guess that's the same thing I was about to ask you because I think I understand the answer, but why isn't the DR opening the borders? I think I know the answer because the space is too small. It's not enough. It's not enough.
I wouldn't say that. I think it's just the resources.
Well, yeah, that in the space, right? Because I mean, I was just googling, and according to what I googled, Dominican Republic, the entire country is 2.5 times smaller than New York, right? So that means you could put like 2.5 Dominican Republics in New York and still have space. So if we add
New York, like New York, the state.
New York State, yeah.
That's still that, man. New York, upstate New York
is bigger than the whole country.
Yeah, but upstate New York is empty when you really think about it.
Yeah, that's so. If you could put 2.5 times Dominican Republics in the state of New York, you probably could fit Haiti in there a little bit, and still, I don't know if it's going to take the whole space or not. But so I guess that many people using the limited resources, I guess that's why they're coming to other countries. I mean,
yes, I wouldn't say space is the issue. I would say resources. Because
it's deeper than that too.
Yeah, it's just more resources than anything, and infrastructure, whatnot. And yeah, like I said, when I went to Mexico, I didn't realize that Mexico, like the illegal immigration in America, wasn't just a Mexican thing. Like people always pointing their fingers at Mexicans. No, they use Mexico as a conduit because it's right there. It's right there. Like I said, it's right next to it. It's the landmass, a huge landmass you have to cross.
Yeah, they know they were going to cross. They know they were
right. It's right. So there was not only Haitians. I heard Cubans. I heard somebody say Dominicans too. Like I heard everything. Like it's not just.
Yeah, there's Cubans in Mexico. There's a lot of different. There's Chinese. There's Middle Eastern. That's the gateway into the country.
Right. So my whole thing was, basically it was like two topics in one, and it's like, oh, look at this, like, look at this now, like they're trying to get to in the U.S., but we already know the U.S. is gonna probably accept a lot of them. Yeah. Everyone is not gonna get deported.
Right.
Yeah, because listen, I'll wait till my turn. Sorry.
Oh, right.
A large part of them are not gonna get deported. A large part of them are gonna stay.
Especially like the women with children, they definitely gonna stay. But like if you're single, I heard like they're gonna get you on a flight ASAP.
But Texas is such a big state that's why they're going to Texas. It's such a big state that they think that they can hold them, so they just spread out, and they probably can actually.
They probably could.
Yeah.
So why not? All right. So is Lord here or Lord left?
I'm here. I'm right here. Okay.
So Lord, so all right. So Lord, go ahead. What you think? And then after that, I want to hear Danny.
I think you took something that you're feeling and tried to conflate it with the situation down at the Texas border with Mexico, right? Because no news organization is talking about Dominican Republic in a situation. So the issues that happen in DR has nothing to do with issues that happen with Haitian Americans coming to the United States. Because one, Haitians are coming to the United States mainly to go to Canada because Canada usually accepts all refugees, right? So if you do your research,
that's correct. Yeah, I seen a video on that. Yeah, I seen the video.
So they're trying to get in just to get out of the United States. Secondly, the United States not only was it more and more, it's coming to look like the United States helped fund the assassination of the Haitian president, right? So that ended up bringing the country into turmoil, along with natural disasters. It's like, what do you expect these people to do? Just sit there and die from landslides and stuff like that?
Wait.
They're going to flee.
Are you asking me that? Are you asking me that?
No, it's a rhetorical question. Of course, you don't expect people to die, right, just to be in their country and do nothing.
If I was in their shoes, I probably would have done the same thing.
So and you got to look at the optics. It's 13,000 Haitians versus 50,000 Afghans that come here. Who would you rather come into the United States as refugees? 13,000 Haitians or 50,000 Afghans? I'll
Give
pick
me
the
them
Haitians
any
all day.
day.
They can assimilate into American culture. By the second generation, they're basically assimilated into Black culture, basically, right? Afghans, they're Muslim. They're not assimilating into no American culture, not at all, right? So if you look at it, people are saying America's racist because of the optics. Listen, I get what the guy was doing on the horse, but when you got to have a little common sense. You have to have a little common sense to know the optics of the situation and to see, right? It would have been better off if they would have just got the fuck off the horses, right? That would have just been smart. But most people don't use common sense. Right?
Okay,
So,
but Lord, but what do you understand what's going on here? Like what I'm telling you is,
do you understand what's going on?
No,
because
no.
Hold on. The main reason why they're having to do this is because the administration is ignoring the problems at the border. They won't send any help down to the border. They won't send aid. They won't do anything. They just ignore it. So this is what you get, right? So you have to blame
Lord. Hold on, Lord. You talking to me like I'm one of these hoes? Listen, Lord. Listen.
You gotta act like one of these hoes right now, bro.
Listen, Lord.
You like, yo, they gonna blame the
Lord. Like I said before, Lord. Do you think are they being evil and are they wrong in this situation, in this matter? Is America being racist like back in the 1800s?
They're not being racist, but they're wrong.
Because you're saying that they're handling the situation in an ill manner.
Because they won't address it. They're not even handling the situation. They won't even address the situation. The administration will not address the situation with the border. Joe Biden put Kamala Harris in charge of the border. She hasn't been to the border yet, right? AOC.
Didn't she go to Guatemala and say like, "Hey guys,
the border.
That's not the border.
Yeah, I know, but she told them like, guys, don't go back. Didn't she
don't come. Yeah, but here's the thing: on the campaign trail, you can pull up videos on YouTube of Joe Biden saying, "Come rush the border." Right? When I become president, come on. Right? So
he said that.
Yes.
That's crazy.
So this is why when I say you don't bring DR into this, because this is the problem the U.S. made for itself by saying things like that and not addressing the problem. So they look racist because they don't understand optics, right? You have these people in charge who don't understand optics, who don't understand there's certain things that shouldn't be done. And you have this guy he's just a fucking worker, right? He doesn't know anything. He's just like, yo, I gotta stop this guy from crossing, right? How do I do it? All right, I have a fucking lasso. I'm a lasso this fucking guy, right? Because I want to stop him. But in his mind, he's like, what the fuck? Like, oh shit, now I look like a racist. God damn it. Right? Like, or maybe he is a racist. I don't know. But it just looks bad.
It could be a coincidence. But this is my thing. You're making it seem, because you're Panamanian, right? You're making it seem like, oh my God, like there's no way you can look at this and think about the Dominican Republic situation. Like, there's no way you can think about, like, why not?
You can. The reason why
Panamanian, though, he's legal. And he's Arab, so we gotta let him slide.
Yo.
The reason why I say,
wait, Morena, who you talking to?
You.
Oh, what'd you say?
Because they didn't. It happened here. That's why Lord is telling you that.
Yes.
Here on U.S. soil at the border between U.S. and Mexico.
Yo, look what Rod said. Racist people never think they racist. They all got black friends.
He's right.
Though. Hey Rod, you're my black friend. So anytime anyone says anything,
I'm gonna use something real quick before I hop out.
Man, who you think you are, man? Just coming up in here without just coming up in here without permission, and then you want to run shit.
Why you stay asking for a drone strike? Why?
Nah, so I got permission to speak.
I mean, you came up in here, you came up.
Permission granted.
Listen, you came up in here without permission, and you're trying to control the stream, like you running shit.
So y'all don't want the blacks. So y'all don't want the blacks,
man. Listen, man.
I feel like you on that horse right now.
Nah. If you're Haitian, yeah, you can speak. Go ahead.
Fight it.
I'm not Haitian.
Yeah, oh man, then I don't know, man. I know Haitians, man. I don't know blacks, you know. All right, now go ahead, Sundell.
Nah. So Border Patrol. So they actually train with the military, right? For like horseback training. There's an actual course in the military for horseback training. There are certain places that Border Patrol can't get to, and they can't use their vehicles, and they can't actually run. So they use horses to round people up. Now, did it look bad with them being on a horse with a lasso? Yeah, it did. But you also got to take into account that they've been rounding Mexicans and Central Americans up via horse and lasso for years now. And nobody's really been making a big fuss out of it. I still think that's kind of inhumane to, regardless of what a race is, to be rounded up via horseback and rope. But I think it's going to be definitely more sensationalized because guess who they rounded up this time? They rounded up a bunch of Haitians
The
on
darker
horseback.
hue.
Yeah, they rounded up a bunch of Haitians on horseback with ropes, and everybody's gonna equate that to look slave masters. They're trying to be racist. They're racist. They're
Right.
this and they're that.
Right.
It had nothing to do with it.
Right.
I've always said from day one that any nation, DR, any nation that has a border should strengthen that border up, and they should not allow outsiders in unless they come in legally. They came in illegally, and they should be rounded up and they should be deported. And I've said that DR shouldn't be looked at negatively because they do that to the Haitians as well. So there's nothing wrong with that. They're not Dominican. They're not Dominican patriots, or they're not Dominican citizens. So if they come over illegally, send them back. Same thing with what's happening in the U.S. right now.
You know, that's like a joke, the border, you know, because they let in who they want and then they deport who they want.
And I've said that before on stream. I've said that to you countless times, right, Fighter? Don't blame the Haitians for coming over if the DR is letting them come over. If they're sneaking over the border and they're having kids and then they're getting citizenship, that's not a Haitian's fault. That's the government's fault for allowing that to happen.
Yeah, I don't. Listen, and I tell people all the time, if I was Haitian and I was in that situation, my country was going through all that, and I had an opportunity. I'm hungry. I'm starving. I live in a dangerous neighborhood. I'm going to DR too. Like I don't blame them. I tell these people all the time. I say this, and then I go off on my little statements or whatever, and then people forget what I just said. I understand why they do it. It's survival.
I think if we
hold on a second, Stephanie. I got like 5 friends that work for Border Patrol, which are seriously understaffed, and they've told me firsthand, especially in Laredo, that's one of the main ways that they round up Mexicans that try to come over illegally or Central Americans. That's coming from them. That's not coming from me. That's coming from people that actually work on the border.
Well, it's basically like the Wild Wild West out there. That's like the.
So I'm not trying to make a cop out, and I'm not brainwashed.
They work together with the coyotes and all that. It's all. That's what I'm saying. It's all like.
But we gotta understand, to Lord Hokage's point. The hell.
If you go to Stephanie, if you go to Laredo, the Laredo border, you'll see that all the time. But if you don't live near Laredo, then you're not going to see it. But from what they've told me, it's the Wild Wild West out there. It's not racist
because they didn't use whips. Like it was just, come on, you got to watch.
No, America racist as hell, man.
But to Lord Hokage's point, it is an embarrassment on the administration because they haven't done anything. They haven't sent any supplies, and we're only 8 months in to this potato brains administration. Everything he's done since day one has been bad for the country, and the optics that Lord Hokage was talking about and that Sundown are talking about, they're a good distraction from the fact that he's been a fuck up since day one when he stepped into office. Point blank, period.
Yeah, I see 44 people. Y'all hit that like button. That like button.
I don't know about that, Danny, because I think no matter who the president is, America has that cape on, right? We're the superhero. We're the superhero saving all these people. You know, we take immigrants or refugees from everywhere.
If you take a look at what was going on in the past, I'd say 2.5 weeks. Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah.
Biden specifically suspended all air traffic over that area. And then people said, you know what, enough of this. People started sending their drones up so that they can show how many people were under that bridge. And it wasn't what they were saying. It wasn't what the government was telling us originally.
Yep.
So this
But America has always had that
bad.
reputation, though. America has always had that superhero cape on. That
Yeah,
this is the land of
and you know what?
opportunity. So it doesn't matter who the president is.
I mean, listen, Trump took off the cape and he said, "I'm not a superhero. I'm a president," and he built the wall, right? And what did they do? It was nothing but nonstop pushback on the wall. But you can also YouTube, and I'm sure Lord Hokage has seen this. I'm sure Sundown has seen this because they've been in the service. You were even in the service, I believe, Roy Chess.
Yes.
Every president since Bush Sr. has been talking about putting up a border wall and never did it. Trump was the only president that talked it and did it. And then there was pushback from that. Now, when Biden gets in, what does he want to do? What does he not want to do? Finish the wall. That's why you're seeing a lot of this. And that is an issue, right? And again, I'm going to say my opinion. Some people will agree, some won't. A lot of the Haitians that are in South America and in Mexico and all those places, not all of them, but a lot of them have been there since the earthquake. And a lot of them have very sour feelings towards a specific elite family, politically elite family in this country. And a lot of those people, if they were to get here, would not be Democrats. They wouldn't vote to the left, right? And this is just my opinion, but the reason why they're not getting the help is because that the administration realizes that some of them are still salty from the robbery that occurred with that first earthquake. That's why they're turning them away. And in my opinion, that's why they didn't help those Cubans a few months ago, because those Cubans were in the street. And if those Cubans had the choice, they'd have MAGA hats on. That's why they didn't help them out neither. But like the news said, oh, the Cubans are marching for COVID, right? It's all it is. Like Lord Hokage said, it's optics. That's what it boils down to.
It probably is that, but also Biden is racist, bro.
Everybody knows Biden is racist.
Valentina, hold on. Valentina says, "My God, fighter, I thought you were a Trumper. What the whole kid is saying is common sense.
That was not Lord Hokage. How you stealing my thunder and we don't even sound alike, Lord Hokage?
Lord Hokage, no, I think that's an earlier comment.
It's from earlier.
It is all a political game to distract from the real issue. Never believe that. That's what I've been saying.
And to the point of the border patrolman who supposedly lassoed one of the Haitians,
that's
right?
What I said.
Okay, I'll give you that because I wasn't there. None of us were there. But also there was a private contracting transport bus that left Del Rio yesterday, headed to Brownsville, full of Haitian migrants. I'm reading from the news article. Evidently, those Haitian migrants overtook the staff on the bus and forced their way out and fled from the bus as it was on its way to the Rio Grande Valley. So possibly the lassoing and rounding up of the Haitians was from that. So you have you got to look at every aspect of that.
But you know what's crazy? You know what's crazy? If this would have happened in DR,
what up?
Listen, if this would have happened in DR, Dominicans are racist. But it happened in America, they just doing their job.
No, you're hearing that they're racist. Like, come on, man. That's all you're hearing over the news.
No one's mentioning DR. And stop acting like Dominicans are not fleeing Dominican Republic to go to Puerto Rico and seek asylum as well.
Lord is anti-Dominican today.
I'm not anti-Dominican. I'm not anti-Dominican today, but it's like you're bringing up DR. DR has nothing to do with this at all. No one's going to come back and say it's
saying,
all
like,
DR's
when it happens, when this kind of situation happens in DR, Dominicans are racist.
This is going to seem fucked up, but Dominican Republic is not that important on the grand world scheme. All right, so America is important in the grand world scheme.
It's more important than Panama.
No, it's not more important than Panama. The canal is more important.
Man, they ripped. Yeah, they ripped the canal right through there, man. They said we don't need that
like a
anymore.
little fake Colombia. Panama's like a little fake Colombia. You know what I'm saying?
Panama used to be one country.
No Hokage,
you know what I'm saying?
no Hokage is coming out.
Hey, what is Italy, my guy? What is Italy?
Yo, Lil Hokage is gonna come out.
Forget about it. Forget
Yo, hold on. Lil Hokage is gonna come out and take his mask off. He gonna be like, "Hey, what's up, man? What's up, my friend? It's creyente." Nah, yo, I'm fucking with y'all. Listen, man. Listen, Panamanian women are gorgeous. Okay, so I love.
So are Dominican women.
What does that have to do with the topic, though?
But I'm just saying, I don't want Dominicans to think like, because you thinking because someone gonna come up and say, because some YouTuber is gonna say something, it's like, ain't nobody gonna compare what's happening down there to what happens in DR. Everybody knows that Dominicans help Haitians at times, and everybody knows that the Dominican Republic, they turn away Haitians as well. It's what every country does. It's what every country has the right to do. But what America is doing, they're literally violating U.S. laws, because if an individual comes to your border and tries to seek asylum, you have to interview that person.
Americans are racist, bro.
America is not racist, bro.
No,
like, stop the cap. All right, it's not racist.
That's liberal. That's liberal.
That's not
fucking
double standard.
brainwashing
If
rhetoric.
Dominicans are racist,
that
Americans are racist, my nigga.
Wow. I'm your nigga now. I'm a nigga now. So I'm a nigga.
Racism is not the right word, Algo. Racism is not. That's colorism. That's not racism.
Don't worry, Lord. He's a nigga too. Don't get offended.
Oh my God, Moreno, you're a racist also? My God.
You sound Mexican and shit. No, I'm just saying, it's like the border issue. Like, if you want someone to point a finger at, you need to point your finger to the administration. That's all I'm trying to say. The administration is the problem. They ignore the issue, so it doesn't get resolved. The issue could have been resolved a long time ago. These Haitians have been sitting in Mexico for the longest, just waiting for the time. So there was wasn't there a caravan of El Salvadorians also
and they
trying to
broke
come
it up
up?
recently. They just recently broke it up.
Look how many people I got on the live right now. Look at the number.
What's the number?
Fighter did this on purpose. He knows if you just put Haitian in the thing,
45.
People gonna come.
It was 45. You already know. Trump's
Everybody disliked the video.
Oh man, yo, hit that like button, man.
That thumbs down.
Listen, if you're a Haitian woman, a Panamanian, I love you. Let's make some babies.
Look at them thirsting for the likes.
Thirsting for the likes and the babies.
It does sound like you're using this situation to confirm how people feel about what the Haitian, and it has really nothing to do with it. I didn't hear them mention.
Well, you know what? I'm defending my people, Morena. So if you're a sellout, I could take your membership card away today.
No, I have to say why.
I will decline your Dominican membership card today. All right.
Wow. Did somebody already take it already?
Yo, Morena, you better be very careful because you're in Texas. You'll end up in that camp if Fighter takes your card.
Shit!
I ain't never been confused for a Haitian or called a Haitian.
Fighter's gonna come round you up on his
Morena, you can't talk like that, Morena. They're gonna think there's something wrong with being.
She's a communist. That's why.
She's Cuban, so they're gonna mistake you for a Cuban and ship you back.
She has her beret on her head right now.
Wait. Let me put my Cuban hat back on. All right, we're good.
They're gonna hold the paper bag to her and say, "Oh no, you too dark. Ship her ass back to Cuba."
Yeah.
Ship her.
So what do you guys think is gonna happen to all those people? Because they're not gonna, like I said, they're not gonna deport everyone, especially those women with kids. They're gonna definitely stay.
They're gonna make sure like they did the other kids.
Texas is gonna take them.
No, they're not. You know what's gonna? Danny already said it. But he didn't explain why. What they're going to do is they're going to ship back single men.
Oh yeah, they're going to keep the women.
They're going to keep the women and the children and the babies. And the reason why is because those people are easier, right, to convert to the democratic process. And most men are mostly conservative, right? So they want tax-paying people, right? So who do you get to buy into the system? You get women. Right, who need the system. And you get children who are still young and they can be influenced. That's why they keep them.
Because the government becomes daddy. And when the government is leaning left and the kids are raised seeing that, then you get more workers. See, what people don't realize in this country right now is that like African Americans, you guys are being phased out when it comes to voting, right? That's why they're opening the borders, because a lot of African Americans are starting to become conservative and they don't like that. So they're like, okay, and I'm gonna keep it real. They're like, these niggas don't want to, they don't want to listen. We're gonna replace them. That's why you're seeing such an influx from Latin America.
That's
and
why
a
they
lot
got
of the
the
Latin
horses out there and they
Americans.
got the ropes.
That's why a lot of the Latin
And they do
Americans
it
Yeah, but a lot of Hispanics, a lot of Hispanics are conservative too.
They end up voting Democrat because they get the handouts. So when a certain voter block in this country starts to lean towards the right, that's when they start opening the floodgates. That's been a tactic for how long now, Lord
a lot of
Hokage?
Hispanics are already conservative, bro.
Yeah, Hispanic men, right? But if you remove, look what they did with the Mexicans and the people from Central America that came to the border that they did let in, right? What did they do? They stuck them in cages, right? They separated the children from the mothers. They let the children go into foster care, right? They sterilized the women, right? Which is so fucking inhumane. And then what did they do to the men? They shipped the men back, and they shipped some of the women back.
Evil, bro.
And this is what's
Lord
happening.
Hokage, don't forget that all the Democrats were staring at an empty parking lot for a photo op, crying. But where are those same politicians that can walk up to the border and actually talk to these people and see what's going on with them?
They're going to the Met Gala and wearing $30,000 dress. Yeah, saying tax the rich. Yeah, you guys are buying in to
the bullshit.
To the bullshit. Like all you're doing is perpetuating.
That's how they presented it to us. That's why we're here talking.
Yeah.
This is why I'm talking about it.
Yeah, but see, that's why I say don't conflate Dominican Republic. It's I can't
wait. So you still didn't understand like what I'm getting at.
No, I understand what
they're painting a false picture.
Like my comment earlier was that I think that the last excuse is going to be that the Dominicans are racist on YouTube, not in the mainstream media. And then you'll have more of this idiotic fighting on YouTube that you're constantly seeing.
Yeah, but those individuals are just doing it for views.
It's not infighting.
No, not infighting, but I mean within this space, like, you know what I mean, in on the YouTube sphere, as opposed to the what you call the mainstream, like on TV.
Well, Fighter's Dominican. When he came back from Mexico, he clearly was racist. So there's some truth to that, right? Well, he came back. He was super racist.
I came back. I came back. Listen. If you're Mexican, listen. If you're a Mexican woman and you got the body of a Caribbean woman, I love you. So, all right.
Wow. So you just
I'm not racist. So I'm not.
So now you got to understand, right? The way they do this is they're not just using this and banking on that on this situation to cause turmoil to get you to look away from what's really going on, right? So let's put the Haitians to the side for a minute. Lord Hokage brought up an amazingly excellent point earlier, right? So you got the 50,000 refugees from Afghanistan. How many of those do you think are closely affiliated to the Taliban or are Taliban? Because most of them are men that got on those planes.
Hold up. Racism alert. Rod Lewis says those Mexican bodies though. Whoa. I will not accept racism on this channel, okay? God damn it. And I don't care if you're black. You're not allowed to use racist remarks.
So don't be surprised. Don't be surprised when you start seeing stuff in the news and it turns out that the gunman or the explosive person, the person with the explosive personality, was from the Middle East and it was one of those refugees. But then they're gonna flip it again and say that you're racist because you're saying that. That's gonna be the next manufactured crisis that they use.
Well, let's confront.
Mark my words.
Let's confront the elephant in the room.
Yo, Bitcoin's too early for this shit, yo.
Hey man, that elephant is too small.
So let me.
Yo, hold on, send that before you go. You know who Bitcoin reminds me of? Remember that movie Jack with Robin Williams and Jennifer Lopez? It was like a grown ass man and like it was like a little kid in a grown ass man body. Like that's Bitcoin right there.
You got something against elephants? You got something?
Yeah. No, I got something against like immature cokeheads. That's
And I got something against fake Dominicans.
Oh, here we go. It says the Italian boy impersonating a Puerto Rican.
Someone says he's Africa.
I'm more Puerto Rican.
Oh man, got him. I put him on timeout.
You're a
real quick.
Geraldo. You're a Geraldo.
Yeah, sundown. What's goody, man? Go ahead, brother. I want to hear what you have to say, brother.
I forgot what I was gonna say.
Oh man,
look, man, y'all be doing that. I'll be trying to say something, and y'all switch it.
Write it
down. So, do you think that social media would have been like this up in arms about that picture if it would have been, say, Central Americans?
Nope.
Instead of Haitians?
Not really.
So. I think so. Depending on the climate.
I think if it was Dominican, yep.
No, I'm saying if it was Americans on the horseback, if it was America,
it's not.
Yeah.
No, it would still be an issue, Sundown, depending on what's going on in Washington, right? Because like I said before, this guy is a complete idiot. He's a disaster and he's a failure. And it's not even a year into the presidency. So regardless to what, they would have still used it had that been a Mexican or a Panamanian, Honduran, Nicaraguan, whatever from South America that got rounded up, they would still use that to deflect from the fact that he's a failure, to be honest with you. That's my opinion.
Man, I just think the fact that it was a dark-skinned person and made it look so bad. Because at first glance, at first glance, when you look at it, you like, damn, what the fuck is going on here? You know what I'm saying? It's like it gives you like 12 years of slavery roots vibes. Like, what the fuck?
It gives you that vibe.
I thought it was DR. I thought that was DR at first, and then I was like, "Is that DR? That's not Dominican."
But the reason why it gives you that vibe is because from what I read from the article to you guys about them taking over the bus and just, pulling it over and running, that could have been where the person got tied up at, right? But the news didn't tell you about the bus, right? So if you're seeing something like that, it's going to give you that it's an optical illusion with reality.
I don't know if you guys believe that the border patrols were actually border patrol officers were actually using whips, because those in the pictures that I saw, those are rinds. Those are used to
for the horse,
basically
keep the horse at check.
Yeah, there's no way they were whipping people around, bro. Like I know the media try to like push that narrative, but those aren't whips.
Of course not.
There was a video. I saw it.
That's to keep the horses in check. They swing it around and they hit the horse, because if the horse rears and it gets up on the hind legs and it tramples you with the front legs, you're gonna get seriously hurt or you're gonna die.
Yeah,
remember they're wearing metal shoes. The horses wear metal shoes.
Yeah. I got a couple of friends that are Bortec. I wish I could have got them on so that they could, talk and let you know about what really goes on at the border, because a lot of people have this notion of what they think goes on.
They don't know shit.
Yeah. I would. It would be good if I had one of them on so they could actually school us on this.
But they have to be careful with what they say. They can't. They can't just go in. And I think it's funny how they're screaming racism, but like 90-something% of our border patrol is they're Spanish.
They're Hispanic.
Right?
There's an incentive. There's an incentive they give you too. Like if you're bilingual.
Yeah.
Which is why you see a huge Hispanic presence there.
Oh shit, man! I'm about to move to Arizona, Texas.
Border patrol too.
I'm about to move out there then. Fuck it.
So I mean to sit there. And
So just to let the border patrol has the second hardest lie detector test next to the FBI. So it's hard to.
She tried to go border patrol. She didn't get it.
Yeah, they fail. A lot of people fail a lie detector test.
Hey, I don't know if you guys saw the videos, but like there's a bunch of like Haitians in Mexico, and they basically what they did is they stopped these buses that were filled with Mexican people traveling from down south up to northern Mexico. These guys stopped the buses and they demanded that everyone on the bus got off of the bus so they could get onto the bus. Did you guys see the videos of that?
No.
Show it. That's not the agenda they're pushing. That's why we didn't see it.
I can send you. I can send you the link in the chat.
I believe there's a bunch of stuff that happens that they don't show us. every day.
They're not gonna.
I believe
They're
it.
not gonna, because remember, the more that gets shown, the worse it looks on the administration. That's why he canceled the airspace over the bridge, so you couldn't see the encampment.
Right. But I believe it.
That's what it is. I mean, let's really look at it for what it is and just put the racist shit to the side. It's just they're trying to cover up for an incompetent administration.
Yeah. I mean, I say it's racist, Danny, because that's how they're pushing it, right?
Yeah, but that's the thing, right? Racism is what? That's a trigger word, right? It gets people emotional. And it's like I told you before, like people need to take a step out of themselves and stop thinking with their emotions and use their logic. Because if you use your logic and you see all the stuff going on in this country right now, you would understand that they're deflecting from Biden. They're running defense for him.
I use my emotion because I'm looking at people that being rounded up in an inhumane way to me. So that's.
I mean, but what else can they do when there's about 15,000 people and a bunch of them are trying to rush the border, and it's your job to defend the border? What else can you do?
I mean, I only saw a couple of guys and horses, so if it was that many people, they shouldn't have put.
Well, it is inhumane, but at some point you have to take a step back and kind of look at it for what it is. And like, let's keep it a buck. It's probably some
somebody,
racism.
somebody sound like they snoring. Like
who's snoring?
Somebody snoring in the background.
Not here.
It's not me.
Shh.
Well, we can help you.
Somebody snoring. Is that Roychester?
It's not me. It's not me.
It's not me. It's not me.
It's Roychester. Yeah, it's Roychester.
No, it's not me.
I don't hear it. I don't hear it.
Just sound like someone was snoring.
Oh, sound like yeah.
But it just is what it is. Like that's what they have to use in those. The terrain is rough over there, right? It's not developed, so they have to use what they have to use. You know, a truck can't go everywhere a horse can go, and vice versa, right? So I mean, they have to use what they have to use.
It would have been worse. So.
Exactly. I mean, isn't it better that they did what they did and nobody died?
Nobody died, or we don't know about that yet.
We don't know.
I mean, I'm just saying from now, there's no reports of it, but isn't that a good thing?
I don't know, Danny, because I don't trust the media and I don't trust the government. So either way.
So who do you trust?
She only trusts me, and it's all good.
To be honest with you, the media dictates a narrative, and the media is told what narrative to dictate to us. So who's telling the media?
So everybody is like thinking about other stuff, and you know, like if they get deported, they're desperate to leave. They're gonna go to another country. They don't want to be there, so they're either gonna go to DR, Puerto Rico, Cuba, Mexico. They don't want to be there. They don't want to be in Haiti. They're desperate to leave.
We know that.
Well, the thing is that they wanna like enjoy the benefits of living in America. They see all the videos of the rappers, you know, waving money around, talking about bitches. And
that has nothing to do with rappers.
Most Haitians go to Canada, bro. What? Who is that?
Yeah, they're huge.
They want a Gucci belt, bro. Come on, they want a Gucci belt, bro. Stop lying. If you think they don't want a Gucci belt, you're lying.
Wow. This is what we're doing today.
Oh shit.
I tried to steer it away.
That's why you think they coming?
Well, I mean, why else do you think they're going to the U.S.?
So they're coming to get Gucci belts, not
honestly,
food.
Hold on. Honestly, Mestizaje, you really need to make that a meme. You really need to make a meme.
Yeah, I can do that, bro. I that's what I kind of do. I make memes, bro.
I mean, that was just funny what you said. It's incorrect, but it was hilarious, and you should make it into a meme anyway.
Hey, Fighter, I don't know if you can play the clip. I sent you the link. It's in the chat.
All right. It's not gonna give me like a virus or like Mexican porn stars or anything, right?
No, bro.
All right. Let me play the video. Okay, TikTok. All right. Good old TikTok, man.
TikTok is our source of
that's the news.
Right. Or if you want the current news, world news, or if you want to catch up on the new dance moves, you can hop on the TikTok, man.
I think I'm gonna make this last point, and I'm really gonna hop off. I think what people really need to understand is that people need to really stop getting mad at things that they see, and really get mad at the government itself, the administration, and the government, all Republican and Democrat.
No,
because it's their foreign policy is what creates this mess. Right?
Yeah,
Well, yeah, they destabilized Latin America, and now you have a bunch of Haitians here in Mexico. Yeah. There's thousands of them here, like, and they've been here for years now.
Yeah, I don't get mad at like I don't get mad at anything. I just don't like when people generalize, or people don't have critical thinking, and they don't look at things for what they might be, and not just take everything for face value.
That's true, but people's hatred or really anger is kind of warranted in this situation, because if you really look at it, is the U.S. fault why things are happening the way they're happening, right? So,
sorry.
People being angry is not saying righteous, but it's right.
No.
Okay. So I'm gonna play this video real quick. Hold on. What the fuck? What the fuck? Can y'all hear this?
Yes.
Can you can hear it well?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, escúchame. El problema no es de mi compañero. Es de tu compañero.
Yo, those are Dominicans, me.
Pero según yo, es un reflejo de como racista. Pues pagamos igual que ustedes. Estamos con la policía. La policía más racista.
Can't hear it too well. It's like you're mumbling real low and echoing.
Man, I should have just went to the gym.
Did he just say I'm going to fight his house? You heard that, Sunday?
Bueno, aquí vemos que estas personas, bueno, son mexicanos, ellos sí se van a bajar. ¿Y qué van a hacer ustedes?
Hey, mute your mics. Everyone mute their mics.
Pónganse Reynoso.
I don't know what's going on. What's going on?
Well, I can explain if you pause the video. I can.
All right. So yeah, what was going on?
Well, if you saw the title on the video, it says Haitians stopped buses in Mexico, and the Mexicans had to get off. So these Haitian immigrants that are moving through Mexico trying to get to the border, these guys basically they stopped in front of the road, and they got in front of the buses, and they stopped all the buses that are coming up from southern Mexico up to northern Mexico, filled with Mexican people. These are Mexican people that are traveling to go see their family, to go home, or to try to find a job or whatever, right? And these Haitians said, basically, they said, you guys have to get off the buses and you have to let us jump on the bus. You have to allow us to get on the bus. But these people paid their tickets, mind you, right? These people all bought a ticket, right? And they're being forced to get off of the bus and to let the Haitians on the bus. And most of these people, I don't know if you saw, these are short, very indigenous Mexicans, right?
Yeah, I heard the Mexican lady say, "Oh, well, they're gonna have to bring us cars to take it to Reynoso," or because it seemed like they wanted to keep going because they still had to get to their designated location, and seemed like they stopped it short, I guess, so they could get quicker to the border. That's why they wanted to take the bus.
Yeah. That's basically it. They basically, what the Haitians are saying is that the Mexican authorities they're saying in that video, the guy is saying that they're allowing Colombians, they're allowing Guatemalans, Salvadorians, and other Hispanics to jump on the buses, but they're not allowing Haitians to get on the bus. I don't know if that's true or not. But then the lady goes on to say, well, we paid for our ticket, but if it was up to us, we would bring you on the bus with us. We don't discriminate, but we'll get off the bus so that you guys can get on the bus. But she tells them, like, don't say that we're discriminating you, because the Haitian guy kind of wants to paint like a victim narrative, like, oh, these indigenous Mexicans are being racist to us, or and then when he sees that the lady's very nice, then he's like, well, I don't know why the authorities are doing this, right? He kind of switches it. He's like, oh, well, the lady she's like very nice. They get all their stuff off of the bus, and then these Asians, they got onto these buses, bro. It's not their fault that the U.S. is destabilizing Latin America, and they're importing votes and importing rioters and looters. That's basically all they're doing.
Wow,
they're importing votes.
That's what they're doing?
Yeah, bro. They're importing votes and they're importing looters for the next riots, bro. That's what it is. More pro BLM. That's what they're importing. They're already pushing some like narrative of racism here in Mexico, right? They're basically what the Haitian guy was saying, that Mexicans are being racist towards them. And it's no one's fault that the CIA fucking went over there to Haiti and they assassinated the Haitian president. And the guys were American, right? These were agents, right? What random person says, hey, I'm gonna go to Haiti and kill the president? Come on, bro. Those guys were obviously working for the U.S. government.
Don DeMarco.
Yo.
Nice. What's good, Nas? What up? How you doing, man?
What's up, bro? How you doing, bro?
Nas was good, man.
Good.
So what do you think of this topic?
Well, like, I think first we got to consider, the fact that, like whether people, want to say like, the Haitians are, savages, or, the CIA or whomever, like whatever nation, coerced, the tragic situation that's going on in the country of Haiti. I think the whole thing is more so profits through human trafficking. I think that's when you talk about the border control and stuff like that, I think that's the elephant in the room, because nobody talks about this. I was just talking about all the salacious stuff that goes on within the border, within the U.S. borders and stuff like that, and the amount of money that the people, like the gatekeepers, make. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's through the, and I think it's like a pact between a lot of the people that's in the black market, between whomever's, running that show, like a U.S. diplomat or, some Mexican person, I don't know, like a Mexican authoritative figure. There's a black market that goes on within the border controls. Like I heard I just researched it, and they said that child sex trafficking in terms of producing child pornography.
Mexico's number second. Yeah, Mexico's the number second when it comes to
the production of child pornography and the distribution of child pornography is a Mexican commercial thing and stuff like that. And what's funny is that you know, this whole racism stuff like that. I'm gonna get to that in a minute, but there was like a U.S. diplomat a couple of months ago. The dude, I think he was involved in sexually molesting Mexican minors.
The guy at the embassy, right? You're talking about the guy that worked at the U.S. embassy in Mexico City, right?
Yes. And for some reason, they don't, you know, make that national news. You know, I found that shit on Russian TV, like RT. You know what I'm saying? Which is interesting to me. You know what I'm saying? And you know, this whole thing about the U.S., you know, border control administration being incompetent. It's not incompetence. It's all this stuff is just coercion. Like everybody knows that, you know, the Haitians, you know, themselves, when they had that, you know, disastrous Haitian earthquake, you know, like that earthquake that went on in Haiti and stuff like that. Everybody that at least did enough research knows that there was a lot of underage minors, Haitian minors that were sex trafficked, you know, in the black market in that fell down. So
36 of them, 33 or 36 of them when the first earthquake happened.
Well, I don't know if you know this, but a while back, Hillary Clinton was over at Haiti. She was
we know.
She was there with this guy named Carlos Slim, and he's basically a Mexican Jew. He's like the richest man in Latin America. Ever since I knew that after that visit they you know that they made to Haiti, there was like a lot of like human trafficking scandals going on, and there was people accusing them of ever since that happened, I knew that some really, really shady stuff is going on in Latin America when it comes to Haiti, right? And all of Latin America has like a human trafficking problem, and it's not just Latin America; it's worldwide. And whenever you have people immigrating from one country to another country, whether it's in Europe, right? Whether it's Africans going to Europe or Indians or people from Pakistan going to Europe or Latinos going to America, there's always human trafficking going on. There's always children that are disappearing. And yeah, that's the sad part. I agree with you, bro. I agree.
And that's one of the reasons why, you know, a lot of this stuff, you know, whether it's through the CIA or whatever, it's basically my contention that a lot of this stuff is coerced. You know what I'm saying? To keep, you know, for some reason, you know, it's the Haitians that's been selected, you know, to be like this impoverished country, whether people want to say, you know, it's through their own means or whatever have you. There is some coercion into, you know, them being monetizable for whatever black market. You know what I'm saying? And they want to keep them. Let me finish. They want to keep them in a poor state. You know what I'm saying? You know, like they're trying to keep these dudes like dislocated, and like what you were saying in terms of keep them dislocated and keep them moving like from place to place to place to place where they're just constantly dependent on the country to save them. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, whatever type of entity, like whatever type of, you know, evil, you know, corrupt entity can, you know, take advantage of them. There's also
nobody will know because they keep moving.
Like the Mexican border control, where they actually solicit what you call it? I think they call them rape trees. You know what I'm saying? You can look that shit up in Google Images. It's like they solicit people that actually want to go to US and stuff like that. They solicit sex. The border people and they throw their thongs up in trees and shit like that. and you can look at shit. So it's just a lot of savagery that's going
Well, yeah,
on.
I don't know if
Allow-
you've seen like border pornography, right? There's a category in the porn industry, and it's called border porn, right? Or immigrant porn, and it's some really fucked up shit, right? Where you have like Hispanic women like being railed by like some white guy or some American dude, and you know they're being degraded as they're being railed. I really don't like that shit. It's sick. But yeah, you're absolutely right, bro. Haitians are being used as proxies, and it's because of their struggle, right? Because their country's in such a bad state that and I'm not gonna say it's only because of the Haitian people, right? Because I understand there's a lot of like powers that are involved in all the corruption that's going on in Haiti, and they're being used as proxies because of their situation. They're being weaponized because of their situation, right? And you know, in my opinion, bro, the U.S. should just like Haiti should become a part of the U.S. Like honestly, why not? Why not? It's only like 10 million people in Haiti, and they should just the U.S. should just like take care of the whole country. They should just like they do Puerto Rico. Why not? Why not? Haiti shouldn't exist. It shouldn't exist on its own. Haiti shouldn't exist on its own.
If they do that, a lot of Dominicans are gonna try to start going to Haiti because they're gonna fix that up. They're gonna fix Haiti up. You know
what you mean? Yeah, why would they want to go to Haiti though? Dominican's got a great country, so why would they want to do that?
A great country.
Dominican Republic is a great country. You know what I mean?
I mean, a lot of people in DR are starving though.
But I'm just saying though, like
we might as well take the whole island then, right?
But here's the thing: this is shit I've said so many times, and Dominicans come for me, right? And they talk about how Dominican Republic is the second coming of fucking like of heaven, Jesus Christ. It's like, yo, it's a poor country and
the people that said that, are they here?
Yes, you.
Wait. When did I say that?
Because we saw you in the video taking that lady's bus seat.
Right? Yeah, I don't know what Roy Chess. Yo, Roy Chess is on some anti-Dominican shit today.
Who's Roy Chess, bro?
Sorry, Lord Hokage.
I'm not anti-Dominican. My thing
is this. I don't know, man. You know what? I don't think you're Panamanian. I think you're Haitian.
I might be Haitian. I'm Haitian today, though. So if I say my boulet,
oh, man, we got him. Benny, we got him.
We got him.
Yo, but
ain't you only 1% Dominican and the rest is Haitian?
Oh yeah. Why do I care? Why am I defending?
Look at we got some infiltrators on the panel.
Yeah, you know what? Because I'm doing the switcheroo on you. I'm really Haitian. I'm really happy what's going on.
But I think he's a crypto Haitian. This guy is a crypto Haitian for sure.
Maybe. Listen, at some point the U.S. will take control over Haiti, right? And Haiti will become a U.S. territory. It's inevitable. They have too many natural resources that's starting to show itself after the earthquakes and stuff like that. So it's just going to happen. And at that point, what do you think is going to happen? You think they're going to just sit there and build a wall next to DR? No, they're going to come for DR too, right? That's what's going to happen, right? I think Latin America just doesn't get the imperialism that the United States practices. Like, I love America. I'm a patriot, but we do some fucked up shit. People think that we ended the war in Afghanistan to bring the troops home. No, we just shifted them to Syria and Africa. Right, that's all we did.
We left it open for China when you really think about it, and all the fucking technology and the stealth aircraft that were there. The Chinese are fucking they're breaking it apart, and they have our technology now. They're doing that for a fucking not so much a pipeline, but it's the Silk Road version too. You know what I mean?
Listen, if Latin America doesn't get their shit together, they're gonna get absorbed. It's inevitable. And the funny thing is, I wish it would just happen already. If they won't get it together and unite, right, under one banner, right, to protect themselves, then they might as well just bend the knee to America.
Yeah,
might as well.
Yeah, I agree with you. There's no way little Honduras or little El Salvador can defend themselves from U.S. imperialism on their own, or even countries like Cuba or and then what the U.S. likes to do is like they like to come into Cuba And after they put sanctions on them for years, now it's like, oh, we're the heroes. We're anti-communists. Like, yeah, long live America. We're the good guys. They're not the fucking good guys.
Yeah, but you'll have conservatives that say, well, it's because Cuba was communism. It's like, so what? So what their social? So what their communism? It's their fucking country. Let them do whatever the fuck they want to do. But people don't understand that, right? People want to what the hell? Oh, I thought someone was saying something racist. There's a lot of racist people in that chat right now. I don't know. Yeah. Inquisitor is being mad racist today.
Oh,
but he's religious though. Right?
I know what Lord Hokage we got today. Liberal Hokage.
It's not liberal Hokage. It's like you have this person who talks about God all the time. Talk about we should just kill a bunch of Haitians and drive. It's like,
no.
You really gonna be a hypocrite like that? It's like I
don't agree with that. There shouldn't be no killing people.
It's just like the smoke. I got the smoke for all hypocrites today. That's what I got the smoke for.
Oh, so right? I'm a hypocrite. I'm a hypocrite, right?
You Haitian and you against your Haitian people. So
wait, what did I say against Haitians?
Yo, listen, you said them Haitians should get whipped, right? And they should get deported, not to Haiti,
Yo,
right?
So Lord Hokage, he's traitor complex number 7.
Traitor complex.
Man.
Number 7.
Damn,
the U.S. should take in all the Haitians and then they should like clear out Haiti and let the DR have it.
Yo, Mr. Saha, you always say Haitians. You never say Haitian. You say Haitians.
Because he's thinking about
Haitian, Haitiano, papi, Haitianos.
Haitiano. Oh man.
I thought you were talking about the black Chinese.
Yeah,
I'm on the
who Roychester? Roychester is the black Chinese. Nas. Thank you for joining, brother.
All right, bro. Peace to the chat. Peace to the panel. Actually, I'm just gonna be. I'm gonna enjoy the show.
All right, bro.
And that's one of the things that, like, you know, the Haitianos take a lot of pride in the fact that they defeated the French and they won like their independence. But is their independence? Is it worth anything? Right? Do they have democracy in Haiti? Their president just got assassinated. Is that a democracy? Do they have independence? In my opinion, they don't, and they would have been better off as a part of France right now, because they would be able to go to France and come back as a colony.
But you know what it is? It's like kind of like that. It's like that catch-22. It's like they fought for their freedom, like any country would or any group of people would, but it came with a heavy cost, price.
The cost was to pay back. Back France to the bullshit, and then you have countries like America who force other countries surrounding areas not to do business with Haiti, right? So which cripples them economically, right? So it's like of course they're gonna. No one's just gonna sit by and let people enslave you for years, right? You're gonna fight. They're gonna rise up and they're gonna fight back. In every history of slavery, there's been slave rebellions, right? So
but for example, Black Americans, they stood up for themselves. They earned they fought for their human rights and their freedom, right? If you want to call it that. But they didn't kick out all the white Americans. You know, they stayed, you know, in that white society, and now they're benefiting from that white society. The Haitians,
are they really benefiting from the society?
Well, they're living a lot better than Africans in Africa or Haitians in Haiti or Brazilians in Brazil or any other black people on the earth, bro. They have a way better life.
That's subjective. That's subjective to where you live.
I mean, if you look at the numbers, right, like of black women graduating from college, from universities, there isn't another country in the world where black women are graduating at such a high rate, or where black people are making that much money. Bro.
What are you talking about? The UK, Ethiopia? Like, there's a lot of countries.
Well, what's in the UK? There's white people there.
Yes, there's whites everywhere. Just like there's blacks everywhere. I don't think that. But here's the thing: if you can go back that far, if that's the argument, I can go back that far and say that if fucking the U.S. would have never, or Europe would have never went to Africa and got slaves, right? They wouldn't have this problem. You can always go back and back and back, but the facts on the ground is that these countries are getting a raw fucking deal. All of these countries are being destabilized. South America, Central America, the Caribbeans, Africa, India, right? the Middle East.
For example, Latin America, we should have kicked out the British. We shouldn't have kicked out the Spaniards until after the British were gone. We basically got rid of the Spaniards and the Portuguese and the French, but now we're fucking like slaves to the motherfucking British. We're slaves to the gringo Anglos. And maybe we're not in bondage, right, physically, but spiritually, mentally, economically, our countries are enslaved, bro. We are codependent of the U.S. Government, and that goes from anyone from Puerto Rico, El Salvador, it doesn't matter, Mexico, whatever the U.S. says on this continent goes.
Lord Hokage with the CUNY professor takes. Actually, I went to NYU. I'm a lot smarter than that, Inquisitor. But thank you. Maybe one day I will become a professor, and I'll teach you something. Maybe how to be a fucking man. I'll teach you how to do that.
Professor.
Hey, shout out to Morena for the donation. Thank you, love.
Yo, donate. Oh, Morena, you hitting Cash App? Yo, hit my Cash App too, girl.
I can't get Cash App, Morena.
Listen.
That's fucked up.
Hey, listen, man. Let me shut up.
She deserves a dope for that.
What?
She deserves a dope for that. You guys.
Oh yeah, you're dope.
Oh yo, Morena, you dope, like you dope, like for real.
Yo, you know, you gotta clip him saying that and then just play it when someone.
Right. For real. You dope. Now, y'all see 55 people in here. I want to see 56 likes. Come on, y'all. I know y'all probably hate me, but y'all know what y'all could do. Hit that like button or dislike. It doesn't matter.
Hit that dislike button because fight is racist against Haitians out here.
Oh man, here we go, man. Yo, I know my ex is probably watching this. Like, I'm glad I left his ass. Like, I knew it.
Well, fighter can't be. He can't be racist because not towards Haitians, because Fighter has African ancestry and he's phenotypically more African than European. I'm not saying he doesn't look Spanish because I think he looks Spanish also.
Black.
But
he's black. He's black like these.
You black like this.
Tell him, Roy Chess.
Oh man, you black like this.
Nah, yo, I just wanted to point out that like I was the first person to say what Lord Hokage said a couple of months ago about
weren't you called a coon or some nonsense?
Yo, Rod, don't be disrespecting. Yo, Sean, don't be disrespecting my girl. Well, my ex girl, my ex.
I was told that I didn't know what I was talking about. What I said made complete sense, right? I mean, listen to what he said. What's his name? Messisahe, you even said the U.S. should take over Haiti and make Haiti a colony, right? Or U.S. territory?
Not a colony, a state.
Sorry, U.S. territory. I meant U.S. territory is what I meant. Make it a state like Puerto Rico, right? The first thing I said was going to happen is, just like Lord said, you really don't want the U.S. right next to you because it's only a matter of time before they start playing identity politics with your country. And then they start inching in. And you're not going to have a poor country like Haiti. The worst that Haiti can do is come over the border, right? Come over the border. The U.S. has money. The last thing you want is the U.S. playing identity politics with that country and then starting to tell that country how to do things and then putting sanctions on that country.
Yep.
But when I said that, people were like, oh man, this guy is an idiot. He doesn't know what he's talking about. All right. You keep thinking that. Just keep thinking that. I would much rather have Haiti next door to me than the U.S. if I was another country.
Yeah, but what do you?
But when the thing is, when you have these rich miners, right, that are mining gold and minerals and all kinds of stuff in Haiti, and they're funding like they're funding like the Haitians, right?
It's not rich miners. There's only one family that's in the gold mining in Haiti. You know what family that is, Sundown, Lord Hokage, right or wrong?
Yeah, I know. They got that foundation.
Does one of them like to get head?
Facts. They love to get that.
One of them likes to get head, and he likes cigars. The other one always carries hot sauce in her purse.
Hot sauce in the bag, swag like what?
Yeah. And if you cross them the wrong way, you'll shoot yourself in the back of the head 17 times. Just saying.
It was an accident.
That's the only family that's really mining gold in Haiti right now.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And then they find lithium and oil too in Haiti.
Yeah, that's all there.
To be honest, I mean, what other? I don't know. Like, what other option do Haitians have? They have to try to leave. They have to evacuate. You know what I'm saying?
That's true. They do.
No, they have to do is they have to really figure shit out and really take control of their country. Like that's like the best bet, because we could keep saying these what ifs, or the US needs to do this, or these people need to do that. What really needs to be done is for them to get a stranglehold on their government. And
it's so hard
really
to
try
do.
to.
Well, they've tried several times. Haven't they been like rioting like the last year and a half? They've been like rioting, right? Burning shit down and protesting. But the thing is, you have people protesting all over the world, and the governments of the world, they allowed the protests to go on, but nothing changes really. You have
protests don't resolve anything.
Ah, dude.
That's all it is.
Well, I mean, good luck. I'm sorry.
Yeah, go ahead. No, go ahead.
No,
go ahead.
I'm saying to the chat, they're talking about why don't Haitians actually call in? Good luck with that. They never do.
It's gonna be a cold world out there. That's all I know. And Haitians, you know what I mean? I'm gonna pray for y'all souls, right? I hope y'all get some, you know what I mean, some salvation and get to a nice shelter or something like that, some hot food. But I think as Americans, we could do something. And the only thing that we truly could do, right, for the long term,
colonize it.
I'm talking about long term, is force our countries to not adopt these interventionist international policies, right?
Yo, Lukic.
Yes, sir.
We heard enough of you already. I mean, I love you and everything.
All right, my bad. Bitcoin has spoken. I'm done. Yo, Bitcoin, give me a
what
dime.
do you have to add? Listen, on Bitcoin, what do you have to add? And after that, I want Operation Offensive to go. So,
all right. So can I talk? No.
Yeah, I just said yeah. I'm going to allow you right now. Go ahead.
Dope. Listen, first of all, the Haitians have been there for a while now. Mexicans have been giving soup kitchens, helping the Mexicans. So how the fuck are the Haitians going to turn around after they have a natural disaster and now start taking their buses? That's just fucked up. Okay? First of all, if something happens in Puerto Rico and there's a big thing, we go to somebody's country, we don't go and take over their buses. That's just not what you do when you have a natural disaster. That's disrespectful. And then to throw the racists in the car, it's fucked up. You don't do that. You don't do that. So the victim mentality needs to stop. They have problems in their own country. Nobody did that to Haiti. They wanted to be patria, libertad, all this, that, just like DR, just like Cuba. Look what happened. It ain't going good. It's not working out. Get with the program and get on it. America's not the fucking problem. Straight the fuck up. Problem is that they want to run a country like America, but then when one guy gets enough power, like the one who's going to get in power now in Haiti, Barbecue, if anybody knows who's really Haitian out there.
Barbecue, that official. He was a cop. He was a cop,
he's the
right?
One who's probably right now. He's the head nigga over there right now. He probably had something with the CIA to kill the nigga with the doctors from Florida and everybody else from Colombia. Who knows? That's just a hypothetical. But it's not their fault. If I was Mexican, I'd be like, yo, get the fuck out of here. The niggas were serving soup kitchens to them. Go on YouTube, look at the Mexicans helping Haitians before this. Now they're racist? Come on. It's not their fault. It's not
no one's saying Mexicans are racist.
They need to get their shit together, point fucking blank. Just like Cuba. They had the best doctors in the world. Oh, guess what? Where are those fucking doctors now? Sucking dick is where they're at. Okay.
Oh, whoa. All right, buddy. Ding.
Now you want to talk shit about Cubans?
Ding.
It's all of them. It's all of them. Think about it. It's the same fucking thing, right? And everybody goes, "Oh, Puerto Rico, look, they're pussies. They did this." Guess what? We're the smartest motherfuckers. We knew to
the language. Yo, Bitcoin, your language.
Sometimes you gotta swallow your pride. Sometimes you gotta swallow your pride.
Paging Dr. Glizzy. Paging Dr. Glizzy.
Listen, a country needs to know when to swallow their pride for the betterment of their people. Okay? It's not about pride no more. Okay? That's why people are dying, because niggas got too much motherfucking pride. They think they're on the streets of Bushwick and Canarsie. No. Tuck your dick, tuck your vagina, sew it up. Give the people what they need. That's it. Like, come on, what are you doing? Like, now you want to go to Mexico, come in the USA. Oh, Afghan people are letting you. Yes, because we got money, we got business with Afghans. We don't got no business with you, Haiti. We don't really have too much. Okay, yeah, hookah, yeah, whatever. I know you're gonna tell me fucking plantations and fucking all this shit, whatever.
We got business with Haiti, baby. We getting this money.
We ain't got no real fucking business with them.
All right,
We ain't got
Bitcoin.
no
All
real
right,
business with
We
Afghan.
taking
all right.
over their country, whether they.
Yo,
You don't know
Bitcoin.
shit about Afghan. You ever
Yo,
been
I
to the
muted.
Middle
Hold
East?
on. All right, guys. We're like Bitcoin. You're muted. Like, guys, relax. Hold on. Double O, what up? What up, Double O?
Yeah.
Bro, yo, I'm sorry, but my friend over here, he's on that on that white girl. You heard? Now, Double O, what's going on, brother? How you doing?
Yeah. How are you guys doing tonight?
I'm good. This has been a frequent topic, that's been in the news in the past few days. And what do you think about it? Do you
Yeah, I
think this
just
is just the media trying to twist things, make it racial again? Or do you think that the United States is doing the best they can, or this is the result of when people
I
bum
think the
rush a
U.S.
border?
I think the U.S. is just doing the best they can. And it's also you have to understand that Texas it acts more independent. Like in contrast to like the rest of the states. So the Texans, they're tired of a lot of the immigration because the thing is they're right in the front line of the immigration crisis every time it happens. This is not the first one. But no, I don't think that it's racism. I just think that they just have to stop. They can't allow all those people to come into the country because it poses a danger. And I just wanted to spell my piece because I'm Dominican. So, but I don't know. Like honestly, I'm just more worried about the Dominican Republic because once all those people get deported, it's gonna cause it can cause a humanitarian crisis over there. So I'm not saying that it will, but it may. Like who knows? But yeah, like it's pretty dangerous for DR. I don't know. It's you guys.
Yo, call Leo, suck my dick, okay?
Yo,
Suck my dick,
come
my whole
on, man.
Puerto Rican dick.
Come on, man. Why are you doing that, man? Come on, stop.
Because you're a champ, nigga. I'm responding to the champ. And listen,
All right,
DR,
yeah, but you don't know. Hold
in the chat,
on.
bro.
This is why I put him in the back, man. Like he's like, and you could curse and be like, come on, man. We're trying to have a serious conversation for once, and you just splurting out, suck my dick, mad loud, and relax, man. Relax. Ross said, "Who ain't Dominican? Who's not Dominican? Who's not
He's
Dominican?"
talking about the guy that was talking.
Or not double O. Why would you then be Dominican? Why?
I don't know.
Oh no, I am Dominican. Yes. Why? You don't believe me?
Yeah, I don't know why they don't believe you. ¿Por qué no te creen?
No sé, pero yo soy dominicano.
Because your English is very good, bro. You have you almost sound like a white guy. Probably that's why. They're being racist, bro. They're being prejudiced towards you.
No, pero sí, yo soy dominicano, pero nací en Estados Unidos, pero soy dominicano.
Sí, okay. Yeah. Americano, tú eres americano, por eso que lo habla tan bien.
I live in New York.
Okay.
Yeah. I live in Uptown New York.
Yeah. Okay. You sound like you're educated.
Yeah.
So yeah.
But yeah, like my biggest concern, like I said, is the Dominican Republic. That's my biggest concern. To be honest with you, I don't I do care about the United States, but I don't care more about the United States than I do the DR. And that's just natural. No offense to anybody who's on the panel that is more patriotic towards the United States, but I'm more patriotic towards the Dominican Republic. I don't know why. I just
I mean, I understand that. I get
your
that.
Choice, man.
Yeah, you have ties to that country, your family. And Inquisidor says, I do wonder why they didn't just fly these immigrants straight into the U.S. Why get them halfway?
Because it's part of the distraction.
Maybe
they need the spotlight off of certain things that are going on, not just in this country, but across the world.
He said maybe for the drama. The real news is the rebellion in Australia.
Yeah, but nobody's heard about that. That's what I'm saying.
Okay, we can speak on that. We could speak on that this week. I'm gonna do another live.
What's going on in Australia?
Basically, they have a NWO style type lockdown. The government has gone full authoritarian. You're getting fined you have to be in your house, right? You can't go anywhere. They have soldiers and cops patrolling the streets in Australia. If you're in your backyard, they'll fine you $5,000.
Oh no,
Can't even
but you
come
don't
out.
have to worry because the Australians are very tough people. Those white people down there are not your typical.
But the thing is they followed the classic fascist
Yeah,
model, right? They took the guns away,
yeah.
so the people can't really rise up against the government, but they're doing it. They're marching in the street. They ran over a police blockade. You know, they didn't like beat the shit out of the cops, but they ran through the blockade, knocking them down because they don't want to be locked down. And they're about to make the vaccines out there mandatory. So there's a lot going on in the world, but this is going to take the spotlight off of that for the people in this country.
Yeah, the Australians are pretty tough. They're not soft. But I think that they'll overcome it. They won't. They're not gonna stay. They're not like the Chinese. They're not gonna remain quiet.
Well, the Chinese basically owns Australia.
Pretty much.
Yeah,
And they're expanding in Africa. The Chinese are everywhere.
Yeah.
They're like roaches. Wait, should I
Yeah,
have said
they're
that?
building up colonies.
Wow, Danny.
Should I have said that? No, I mean like for the algorithm. I don't care if it sounds bad. It is what it is. But I mean, I don't want to get your channel shut down or something.
Yeah. Danny's not. I don't know Danny. He's a random white guy that just hopped on here. I don't know what he's talking about. Okay,
White? It's porcelain, motherfucker.
man, oh man. All right, let me catch up with the.
I like what you were saying, Bitcoin, about about how if Haitians get here, you think that if they would allow them into the country, most of them would vote Republican?
They listen to me, bro. Listen to me.
No, he didn't say that. Wait, that was Danny that said that.
No, that was
You're
me that said
Dominican,
that.
right? You're Dominican,
okay.
right? Highly educated. You know what it is? You speak calmly. You speak English. So do I. I'm a porcelain, just like Mr. Danny from the basement. And guess
You're
what?
not
I
a
can speak whatever. I
porcelain.
can speak ghetto. I
How
can speak
dare
Brooklyn.
you?
I can speak
How
Queens.
dare
I can speak the
you?
Bronx. I can speak Spanish.
You're not porcelain.
Hey, Danny, wait your turn, man. Gotta be calm and collective. Remember that? Calm and collective, right?
My fault, but
All right,
you're out of pocket right now.
But like, yo, listen, but like, one thing you didn't that said was kind of fucked up that you care about the DR. That's kind of the problem. Is that everybody cares about their country somewhere else, but doesn't. You're here now. Your kids are here. When you have kids, they're gonna work and live here. You understand? They want to make $25, $30, $40 an hour. If you're so worried about everybody in Dominican Republic, then you need to go over there and make something happen over there. Just like the Haitians here need to make something happen for their people. Just like when Puerto Ricans come here right now, when the hurricanes come in, Puerto Ricans take people in. I do not see Haitians doing that. I do not. I see Dominicans.
He is right.
No, you're right.
do
And
not
Haitians
see
don't
Haitians
do
doing
that because
Bitcoin is 100%
I can tell
right.
you,
100% right.
we
My Puerto Rican people
Dominicans
call me.
actually
I don't know. I'm meeting at a bar. Yo, let's go, manito. Venga por ahí. Let's go. I got you. What you want? Boom, boom, big bang, boom. Let's go.
What? Boom, boom, bang, bang, boom.
That's
The
it.
laws in Haiti.
That's
So
it.
Lord
Way it works.
Hokage, those are the sounds that you hear when you take a sniff of what Bitcoin uses.
Yo, Danny, listen. Didn't Friday say he don't like like the joke when we say for demon time? Come on, Danny. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got all the jokes in the world. Last night I was
Boom, bada, boom, bada, boo.
No, you are right on that. You are right on that.
You know what I'm saying? Like, where are all these Haitians with all this fucking Sapas say down in Miami, 305? Where's Kodak Black? Where's Kodak Black? Where's all these motherfuckers? All this money? Why they not? Yo, boom, let me do this, let me do that. What? Why the Mexicans gotta help the Haitians? Look at that poor Mexican lady going like, oh, fine.
Yeah,
if you don't,
it's an
I would be
issue
going. If
because
that was
the
my
thing is
mother,
that,
if that was my mother, I'm telling you right now, I would have been called the cartel. Yo, come get these niggas, string them up, bring them up, slice them down, break every bone in their motherfucking body.
Yo.
Fuck. Straight like that. Straight like that.
Well, all right. He's in timeout, man. Brother, relax.
He was on a roll for a minute. He was good.
Yeah, he was good, and then he got to go off the.
There's many nations in the United States, and they actually, a lot of them are very wealthy. They're well off, but they don't seem to really like want to go back and actually build their country for some reason. I don't really see that with them as much as I do with Dominicans. If you know anything about the Dominican Republic, the reason why the Dominican Republic's GDP is growing, the reason why its economy is growing and it's expanding, it's not as powerful as the U.S. or many other nations, but for a a nation like that, a small island nation like that, that's a pretty good economy that the Dominican Republic has. It's not, and a lot of it is thanks to the diaspora, the Dominicans outside of the Dominican Republic. and also Dominican Americans, exporting dollars, working here and exporting dollars to the Dominican Republic.
Yeah, on the
That's
previous
why.
live. Yeah, on the
Hello?
previous live, we spoke on that, and I said like the number one or the last hope that Haitians do have is American Haitians, or the ones that live out here, live out here and they're making their earning and they're living out here.
It's just that they don't export dollars to their country.
But here's
It
the thing:
seems like
there's no way
they
to do
don't
so.
care.
Oh yeah,
There's
they get robbed a lot of times too.
There's no way to do so, and there's no infrastructure really for them to build. So if you start a business, right, you have to join forces with gangs in order to protect your business because there's no other way, right? There's no court. You can't take anyone to court, right, like you could do in DR if something goes wrong. You see what I'm saying? Even though DR has corruption, it's worse
Yeah,
in Haiti.
it's nowhere near like.
Yeah.
I mean,
So
like
you
in
can't really exporting money. People send money back home to their family because I know Haitian people, they do that, but they can't. You're not sending money for someone to start a business. You're not going back there to build a resort, right? So that people come to because you need people to protect it, right?
Yo,
That's so they
fellas,
can eat.
fellas,
Like they could do the
yo, fellas,
basic things to live out there when
yo,
they send the
fellas,
money back.
yo, fellas, I'll be right back in 2 minutes. Y'all continue the conversation. Please keep it clean. Bitcoin, I'm gonna put you up on the panel. They're gonna let me know if you behaved yourself. All right, hold on. All right, I'm gonna be right back. I'll be right back in 2-3 minutes. Go ahead.
Fight did that shit on purpose.
No. I believe in Bitcoin. You know what I'm saying? I believe in Bitcoin.
Like I was saying, I just don't see that the Haitian community, the Haitian American community, and also the Haitian immigrant community in the United States. I just don't see them sort of focusing so much because I know it's bad, but if you love your country, you'll do whatever you can to fix it and to uplift it.
Right. So then, if you live here, why don't you uplift this country first, so that you can help uplift your other country second? Because
Oh, no,
you
I
might not
can
too far. If you take a
I
shit
can
in
give you the
Haiti, if you
answer
take a
for
shit,
that.
listen to me, my friend. If you take a shit in Haiti, you could smell it in DR. Don't let that go over your motherfucking head. Okay? That's a very simple analogy. Antidotal, whatever you want to call it. Think about it. Haiti has the same effect on it. Haiti's going to suffer just as bad as DR the same way. They're connected. You see what I'm saying?
Wow.
There's no.
Wow. Yo, Bitcoin. Wow.
You mean
Bitcoin.
Dominican Republic is going to suffer?
Yes, absolutely.
It's the other way
so is
around.
Puerto Rico too. There's already
Bitcoin. That was very poetic of you.
Thank you, appreciate it.
But wow, man. I mean, what option as a Haitian? What option would you have though?
Become a state, become a commonwealth.
No. As an individual.
As an individual, you don't really have any option but to flee.
Well,
That's the only option.
They have to learn here. They have to do whatever they can. If they have to learn about firearms and ship firearms to the country.
Okay. So let me ask you this question.
Community, they got to do what they can.
Hold on. Let me ask you a question because I think you capped it, right? So let's say the U.S. said we're going to go to war with DR. You're going to go to fly to DR and you're going to fight with DR.
No,
what you telling me?
He's going to stay in Uptown.
I won't give any answers to that.
Okay, because you know you're not going to fly, because you know you're not going to do that, because you don't want that smoke, right? So it's not as easy.
No, not really. It's because
it's not as easy as it's not as easy as you think it is, right? Because this is what. Listen, I do agree that Haitian Americans need to help Haitians in Haiti, right? But what someone would have to do is, if you look at any failed state, what always happens is one person, right, the biggest warlord, rises to power, right? That's what always happens.
Barbecue is that guy right now. He is that guy right now.
Yeah. And what happens is, if that person is smart enough, what they'll do is
isn't he in Port-au-Prince?
I don't know where he's at, but I know
he's everywhere.
He's backed by the U.S. He's backed by the
known to
U.S.
burn people. That's his thing. That's why they call him barbecue.
Yeah, barbecue. Yeah.
But he's backed by the U.S. Right? That's what he is. Yeah, because he's more U.S. sympathetic. That's why
he's just another puppet that they'll use to take over the country, just like they will DR and just like they will Cuba. Listen, this has already been played out. History's been written, just like Nas. It's gonna happen, whether you like it or not.
This is what me and Danny was talking about earlier.
Yo, so can I ask y'all a question?
Yeah, go ahead.
Can I ask y'all a question?
Sure. Can you hear us?
Do you think that can you hear me?
Yeah.
Hear you, son. Now.
Hold on. Having sound issues. Give me a second.
On a lighter note,
who's an ally? Who's an ally of Haiti? Who's an ally of Haiti? Why
there
don't
we
they
go.
help them?
Yo, can y'all hear me?
Yeah.
Do y'all think that, and I hate to speak on like Haitian politics like within that country, but do you think that Haitian Americans are an example as to why Haiti is in the position that it's in? Because like Haitians in general, it seems like they don't really support each other like they should.
Of course they don't.
Yeah. I do agree with that. Yes.
Of course they don't. I mean, look at all their leaders. They're leading by voodoo tactics. One of their main leaders, I forgot his name. I'm sure pretty much a lot of you should know his name. Forgot his name, but I mean, they're leading them with voodoo tactics. Anything, listen to me. You're leading things with religious beliefs. It's gonna come to a rock and a hard place.
How many Haitians are in a high income bracket, like millionaire or multi-millionaire status?
There's probably a lot of them. But I mean, they're not helping their other people.
To say, because if they're not helping, then that's the issue.
The problem is when a Haitian gets money, he keeps it to himself. Right?
Haitian here is not going to be able to do much.
Yeah, they're much more. I'm telling you, they're not
just by nature. They're
not
highly
like
corruptive people. They've been like that for 300, 500 years.
They're not. No.
Bitcoin,
you're bugging. You're bugging. They're not.
Every leader in Haiti, every leader started off great. Wound up with corruption. Every fucking leader.
Because power is corruptible. Power is what corrupts people.
And where were they taught that from? They were taught that from American politics.
Yes, and that's my point. It's not that the people.
They don't know how to master it.
It's not that the people are messed up. It's the pressure, right, that's been applied on them by America for the last.
Look at Jamaica. Look at Jamaica. Jamaica ain't stupid. Jamaicans don't even. You ever go to Jamaica? They seem to be doing. They're chilling. They ain't doing that bad. They're chilling.
Yeah, but who owns a large part of Jamaica now?
How come Jamaica and Haiti don't have similar?
China owns a large portion.
How come their politics
Jamaica
are not? They're not too off of people. I mean, speaks a little of this. They speak broken English. Speaks a little French. I mean, they're not really off. They're Caribbean. Why do they not have the similar? Because the Jamaicans say, guess what? We're going to fuck with the white people. We're going to learn their politics. Matter of fact, we're going to do this, and we're going to make it happen. And we're going to follow this thing.
Jamaicans got that.
The Haitians, they want to just do whatever the fuck they want to do. They want to be killing chickens, killing squirrels, fucking killing
chickens, though?
Killing everybody. Thinking that's listen to me. Listen, life expectancy in Haiti is like 23 years old.
Of course, because it's a failed state. Life expectancy in any failed state is low.
It's affecting everybody. It's affecting DR. It's affecting PR. It's affecting everybody. Now,
so you need to go there and save them, though, Bitcoin. What you waiting on?
Listen to me. I'm Captain Save a Ho. I'm not Captain Save a Country. Okay.
Well, you listen. You haven't found your true calling yet. You need to find your destiny. Your destiny is
man. God bless them. Listen, God bless them and everything. Listen, I love Haitian food. Believe me, I love Haitian food. I love Haitian people. But I really think this is something that you can't just ask everybody else to help you with. This is something where there's enough Haitian Americans in this country where they could be like, listen, we're gonna start a GoFundMe. Let's start something. Let's do something. Why don't you invite them to your house?
They need arms.
It's not gonna happen.
They need more than a GoFundMe.
If they do a GoFundMe, it's gonna get taken.
It's gonna get taken.
Yeah, they're gonna get taken.
What I'm saying, and this comes straight from Haitian people who don't even trust their own people. They don't even trust their own people.
They
will be like, oh, Haiti, fuck everybody else.
It's the gangs
and they need
50,000 heavy hitters to come in there and hit that shit heavy and get rid of all the gangs.
They need assistance from much more.
Listen, I hate to say it, but they need to do the Noah's Ark of Haiti. Wipe the shit the fuck out clean.
Yo. Bitcoin, you gotta calm down, man. Yo, Bitcoin. I'll put you in the back.
Everybody else. Bitcoin. I'm speaking pure facts, bro. Like, I don't
yeah, but Bitcoin. If you don't understand,
could be said about you.
Hold on. Bitcoin, if you don't understand like what I mean, then this might not be the platform for you.
What are you talking about? I'm talking about Haiti and the issue. What are you?
Yeah, but don't speak so harshly like that, man.
Bro, I'm not talking about innocent people. I'm talking about the people who are creating violence, corruption, tyranny, things that are not good for the people. Even the people that are doing all this voodoo, satanic shit, they need to be wiped. They know who they are. They need to go.
So you're talking about Blood Moon.
If she's part of that, Blood Moon needs to go too.
So you talking about Blood Moon? You gonna disrespect Blood Moon like that?
Yeah.
Look at all these
Haiti.
people.
No,
in
but
many
I
of the
see what
parts
he's
in the
saying.
countryside, I've heard stories that there isn't any like there isn't any lights or generators, like public
the
public
no
light
public
infrastructure,
poles.
there's
utilities.
no infrastructure
Yeah,
whatsoever
there's
in
none.
those
Yeah,
areas.
it's similar to Afghanistan. Like when you're driving at night, there's no roads, there's
Yeah.
there's no lights, there's just no public infrastructure at all. It's just
And this goes back to God. This goes back to God. As much as people, I don't believe in God. Guess what?
Oh
If they would
my
have chosen
God.
God, if they would have chosen God from a fucking million years ago, guess what? They wouldn't have this problem right now. Because when the French left
there's
their
no.
ass, the
Oh
French
my
couldn't deal with it.
God.
Because French used to own Puerto
Listen,
Rico too. Don't forget it.
leave God. Okay, hold on. The Puerto
They
Ricans
have no
chose
guidance.
God,
There's no
and
guidance in
Puerto
the beginning. They
Ricos.
don't follow
Puerto
Jesus
Rico.
Christ.
There's
They
a
don't
lot of
follow the Lord.
starving Puerto Ricans out there. What are you talking about?
No,
The
but
Puerto
it's not
Rican,
as bad
the
as
government in
it's
Puerto
not as
Rico is
bad
Do you
as
see
corrupt
Puerto
as
Ricans
shit.
going to Haiti? Do you see
The,
Puerto?
Po- the
Do
no,
you
no,
see Puerto Ricans
You're,
going to DR?
no.
A few,
You're
right?
conflating the two.
No,
In
people
Puerto
go to
Rico,
Puerto
there's a lot
Rico,
of
but it's so
corruption
bad.
too.
But they go
There's
to
still
Puerto
a lot
Rico.
of corruption in Puerto Rico. There's corruption everywhere.
There's
Them
always going to be
motherfuckers is
corruption in
letting
Puerto
rich,
Rico
rich
we
white
transport the
Americans come
drugs.
down there and
We
buy
get them
the
from
fucking
DR
Puerto
and we
Rico.
hold the drugs and they're more expensive. Get your drugs to Puerto Rico, they're more expensive. Everybody knows that.
I can't
Come
with this
on, bro.
nigga,
What are you talking to? I'm Bitcoin, nigga.
Why does it always got to go
Dominican
back to
Republic
drugs?
is cleaning up house. I don't know if
Come on,
any of
man.
you
DR is one of the
if any
biggest
of you
narco states in the country, bro, in the world. They hold it. It's nothing. Drugs are not expensive in the DR, right? So as they get to Puerto Rico, boom.
not only that, but it's one of the biggest money laundering.
Come on.
It's one of the biggest money laundering centers in.
What do you think Colombians and Dominicans didn't know? Bring your shit here. Who do they give it to? They give it to the Puerto Rican stuff because that's who's going to distribute it. Same way in Puerto Rico. Once it gets there, they know it's going to be more expensive. You give it to somebody in Puerto Rico, boom, that shit. The price. Yesterday's price is not today's price. Put it that way.
Boom, boom, bam, boom, bada boom.
Forget about it.
Yeah, I can always say it'll never be a dull day with
Well,
you on a
like
lot.
I said, they're cleaning up house in the Dominican Republic, so hopefully, that would minimize the
Look at CeeLo.
drug
We sold
trafficking
ourselves.
scandals.
But guess what? We sold ourselves to the United States, but guess what? We manipulated and multiplied more than any other country. There's more Puerto Ricans in the United States than there are in Puerto Rico. You cannot tell me
of
nothing.
course, yeah.
And don't ever forget, the reason why Puerto
There's
Rican has
5
a
million Puerto
passport,
Ricans
a reason
here
why
in
Puerto Rican has a passport is because we
the
fought
United
every
States.
motherfucking war in this country. Also, we got Vieques where they bomb and they do nuclear bombs. Also, we're the best military strategic point in the motherfucking Caribbean. That is why we have a passport. Not because we're good looking. That's another fucking reason. But those are the real motherfucking reasons. Those are the real motherfucking reasons. For those Puerto Ricans who don't know, don't let them tell you any different. Fuck them all. Suck a dick.
Whoa, wow. What you say?
At one point, the United States wanted to annex the Dominican Republic. Wanted to make the Dominican Republic a state.
Yeah.
But
it's gonna happen.
It never, huh?
It's gonna happen at some point.
Nah, I don't think so. No.
Okay. Once the U.S. step in 80.
Shout out to Crazy Boy's hairline. Shout out to Crazy Boy's hairline.
Leave Crazy Boy alone.
Yeah, leave him alone, man. He's cool, Bitcoin. Trust me.
I know he's cool. I love his hairline. That's my nigga. Me and him are straight.
Unlike his hairline, that's what you about to say. Disrespectful, bro. I know what you're trying to say.
Fucking Crazy Boy's hairline and Fighters 2 to making a new YouTube channel. Everybody subscribe.
that was actually funny. I'm not gonna kick you because that was a good one.
Oh man.
That was actually a good one. Yo, Bitcoin man, hide your drug dealer like he is a fucking god, all right? Don't tell nobody.
I just hope Haiti gets it together, man. Like it's sad to see the country like that it is, like the politics and how corrupt everything is.
Nah, but all they need about like maybe I would say like 200 special forces to really teach their military some shit and just open season on the warlords, the criminals, and those people that are making it hard for decent people out there that just want to live.
Yeah.
I mean, as bad as it sounds, liberals would have a problem with that, but it just is what it is, man.
Here's the thing about that. It's a double-edged sword when you talk about things like that, right? Because there can be a country that's so used to how corrupt and how basically it's like the Wild Wild West, right? Everything is tribal. Warlords come in, warlords do this. A president might come in, he might take the money. Like they're so used to how that country runs that if you bring in, say, like something new, it'll work for a while, but then it'll revert to how it is because they're just so used to how wild everything is. And I do feel like feel like, yeah. And it's not just Haiti, it's other countries in the world that are like that too.
Yeah, they're accustomed to that form of living.
Yeah. So you can come in, you can do something good. Yeah, you can come in, you can do something.
There isn't any institutions, there's no central government, there is no, like, it's so primitive, just like it is in Haiti.
But that's why they need to put that's why if Haitian Americans go back, you put them in charge. They can hold the infrastructure, they can hold it down longer. Right?
Yeah, didn't Wyclef John try that? Didn't Wyclef John try that?
Yeah, he tried to run for president of Haiti and it didn't work.
And he was part of that whole conglomerate of quote unquote stars, politicians, and people who were donating after the first earthquake. So
like
I mean, what really would have changed if he would have became president? Let's be real.
There is no, like, the only way that country could be fixed is if the Haitians, from like Haitian Americans or Haitians outside the country, are willing to actually build like I don't know, like self-sufficient colonies or something around the communities that just the general population can't come in.
No, that won't work, because you gotta understand, Haiti not only has Haiti also has a problem with natural disasters, right? What the fuck is? I can't with this. I can't with this. I'm done after this. I'm done after this thing. I'm done.
This dude is wild.
I'm done with this.
Yeah, that dude is crazy, man. Man.
Yo, he got the elephants going crazy in his room now.
Yo.
That was gold medal flower, right?
Yo, poor elephant. What is he gonna do to that poor animal, man?
I would say, listen, the only way that it would really work would be the same way that it would work it would have worked in Afghanistan, is they would need some sort of presence there to, and I hate to say it like that, but they would need something to babysit them and to make sure that everything is done right. And they would have to do it for years. It's like, there are certain places in Germany, right? And I'm not saying that Germany needed America to
that won't work.
Hold it by the hand. Do you know what I'm talking about?
I know what you're talking about, but that won't work. And the reason why that won't work is because Haitian people are very proud. They will just rise up and kick the Americans out. They would just start cutting off soldiers' heads. You would have the most innocent Haitian American rise up, right? Unless they make it a state. That's a difference, because then Haitian Americans will be able to move within the United States as a whole. They'll get a U.S. passport. So it'll be more beneficial for them as a whole. You see what I'm saying? Because let's say they spend 3 years building it up with the military before just occupying it, and then a hurricane comes in and decimates half of Haiti, then they have to rebuild all over again. You see what I'm saying? So I don't think it'll work it won't work that long. It won't work because Haitian people, they're too prideful. So I think what would happen is they would have to make Haiti a state. They would have to give Haiti the same privileges they give Puerto Rico. They would have to, so that they can move around and build economics and bring it back to Haiti, right? Or just have the whites take, because what will happen is that once they make Haiti a common territory of the U.S., like the whites would just come in there and rip the resources up. That's what will happen, right? And they'll displace all the Haitians, right? It'll be like the Virgin Islands for the British Virgin Islands.
I don't know like that.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Culturally Hispanic 2.0 in the comments said, why Venezuelan president knows who killed the president of Haiti, but y'all still trying to guess?
I mean, I'm not guessing nothing.
No one's guessing anything.
He's dead. That's it. You know.
Niggas dead. Niggas die every day, B.
Yeah, and everyone thought it was me because he mysteriously died the day I landed.
It was you. I think it was you.
It was. You had a part in that fight.
Because Fighter was like, for weeks, he was like, yeah, I'm going to Haiti. And then Fighter would be gold some lies. He was really training with the CIA. See, it all works out. You got to use your mind. You ain't woke. That's why y'all don't know it was Fighter.
His code name was Poison Platano. That was his code name from the CIA.
You had your boys pull up as you were landing, see? So that's what happened.
Oh, man.
Codename Mangu. He's like Mangu's in
Mangu,
position
yeah,
over.
Mangu.
Codename Mangu's in position over.
Code Mangu sees the target, taking the shot.
Taking a shot.
Target down. Target down.
Mangu out. Mangu out.
Mangu
If we have to abort, I say, Chimi, Chimi, Chimi.
Mangu, dump your weapons and hop the gate and just run.
No. Instead of the rocket launcher, niggas be like, yo, refill the salami, refill the salami.
Oh man, he's launching salami.
Pause. But now, yeah, man, that shit is hectic. Like, what was the last time a president was assassinated, or a huge figure like that? Gaddafi.
Yeah, he was the last one.
And who was part of that?
Oh, Obama, the black man.
Well, him and who else?
The C Foundation.
Hot sauce
in my bag. Yeah. Like,
hot sauce in the purse. The woman that wants to run the country. The woman that wants to run the country but can't even give her man proper head. That's crazy.
What a stupid woman. Useless.
Listen, I don't know. This topic is just like, it's weird. This, I don't know, like,
it's weird, man. Like we said earlier, man, they're gonna keep the women and kids, and they're gonna give them free handouts, and most of the men are gonna be sent back.
I mean, why not talk about it? You know,
just so they could get more votes on the left. That's basically what it is. They're gonna replace the blacks that left the plantation and actually said, you know what, leftist politics do not work. That, you know, that's all they're gonna do.
Man, wow, this was an interesting live. I think this is a good point to end it. You know, unless there's any more questions
I'm
or
gonna head out.
All right, thank you, Double O.
Yeah.
Yo, Fighter, thanks you for having me. I had to give these motherfuckers this work. You too, Fighter. Had to give
you came in raw today, man.
Listen, man, I came in. I wasn't cooning today.
You was like, man, I haven't gotten in a long time. I'm taking out all my anger on this panel.
Facts, yo.
Right.
Yo, real quick, if anybody's interested with the crap that I've been saying about this this beer virus that's going around, check out Project Veritas on YouTube before they take down the last 3 or 4 videos that they did in regards to the pandemic. This is a federal doctor that's exposing everything that's going. This is video that was taken inside the hospital, and you can overhear what the doctor has to say.
Heard you.
Project Veritas has already been banned on IG and Twitter. They got rid of it. The dude put it in the pinned comment that they banned his videos from those platforms. So if anybody's interested on what's going on with the pandemic, then go check out Project Veritas. The last 2 long videos, they're like 10 minutes each, 15 minutes each.
Yeah, I'm gonna check into that. I'm gonna definitely check into that.
But it goes to everything that I've been telling people.
You talking about the one where it's talking about the federal government whistleblower?
Yeah. Watch the whistleblower. I think there's 2 of them. They're like 10 minutes each, right?
Yeah, one's 13, one's 10. Yeah, I'm gonna watch that.
Watch those 2 and you'll see. And remember, Lord Hokage, you said there was the Japanese got rid of those doses because they were contaminated.
Yeah.
They found out that there were parasites also in some of those vials. And there's one of the parasites, if I'm not mistaken, I forget the name of the parasite, but the parasite is the same parasite that's found in African sleep disease. And they're saying that the same thing they used to cure that disease can be used to cure the beer virus.
Okay. Yeah.
I forgot the name of that shit, but I don't remember the exact name of the parasite, but the anti-parasitic that they use for the African sleep disease is called Suramin, Suramin. Yep, Project Veritas.
Yeah, I was reading. I watched something, and I read like this article saying that there was a study, and they said that the Ivor was good, but they saw that Servin was the one they found that worked way better than, I don't want to say what the name Ivor, the name, because the profilers, they'll block it, but yeah, they came I can't remember what country had that study that they did that study that they found that.
I don't remember, but the shift that they're gonna do now is Pfizer wants to give you pills. And so once you take your 2 shots, they want you to take 2 pills basically for the rest of your life.
Yeah, this is a pandemic. This is a never-ending pandemic. This is what this is gonna be. Yeah.
Pretty much.
Yep.
Do I think it's fake Godzilla Megatron? No, I don't really think that it's fake, but I don't think it's as serious as they're making it out to be when, what is it, 20 cents per pill for a certain medication can help you get rid of the virus without having to go to the hospital, being intubated, and possibly not going home to your family.
Yep. And even the monoclonal antibodies work wonders.
Yeah, but what Biden is doing in certain conservative states like Florida, since the governor's outspoken, he's cutting the supply of monoclonal antibodies to the people in Florida.
It's so fucked up. It's so fucked up.
But a lot of people don't know that because they're too busy thinking that the guy on horseback was whipping a Haitian, so you wouldn't really know that. That's the distraction, man. I'm telling you, distracting from a lot of shit.
This dude,
he's
man.
tweaking right now.
Yeah. It's about to be I keep telling people it's gonna be a rough 2 years. I told my kid that, he ain't trying to listen. You an adult now, you on your own, bro. I tell my family it's about to be a rough 2 years. I think the market's gonna crash before the year is over. People keep saying I'm bugging, but I think it's gonna crash before the year is over. Inflation's already at 9%. Right? People think it's 4 to 5. No, it's at 9, maybe 15%. It's fucking ridiculous out here.
Well, look at the bill he's trying to pass. Oh, and FYI, this bill that Biden is trying to pass, he's also put into it where he's trying to get the banks to give the IRS your banking information. So if that passes, any transaction that you do over $600 every year is going to
They got you.
Yeah, they're going to know what you're buying, when, where it's shipped to, and everything.
That's
so
crazy.
This is the continuation of what Obama did with the IRS targeting the conservatives a few years ago. The lady, she resigned from her job with her full pension and everything swept under the rug. Now Biden is doing this on a scale magnified times 1,000,000. So every United States citizen who has a bank in this country is going to have all their transactions handed over to the IRS and the rest of the government. So when they want to target you, or they want to set you up for something, they're going to use the bank records for that.
Time to get that Panamanian bank, that fucking Panamanian papers, baby. What?
Yeah, I'm about to be out too, man. But it's shit is getting crazy.
Where you going?
It's gonna be rough.
I don't know, man.
It's gonna be rough. They did the same thing in I think in Argentina when inflation hit really bad. They limited to only $300, I think a week or something like that, was able to be taken out of the bank at a time. Imagine you can only use $300 a week. How the fuck you gonna pay your bills with that shit? You know what I'm saying? How am I gonna trick off on these hoes with $300? You know what I'm saying? I can't do that shit.
Yeah, how you gonna buy a full bedroom set? That's just a dresser.
Facts.
That's like half a dresser.
Half a dresser.
But yeah, it's shit is getting crazy out there for anybody who's actually interested.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna investigate on the whole Australia situation, and then I'm gonna do a live on that.
Oh yeah, definitely, man. They're on she's on I forget the lady's name, but she's basically saying that they're gonna transition into a new world order. And when questioning about it, they don't want to give no answers. They don't want to further elaborate. And from what I was reading, certain social media platforms like Twitter were quick to take that video down. So I mean, you could sit here and you could argue about race. You could argue about fucking Transformers, Decepticons using all of these bathrooms, whatever. But at the end of the day, there's bigger shit that's going down, and people really need to open their eyes and wake up.
Okay, Lord Hokage.
Sir, yes, sir. I got. Listen, I'm ready. I'm packed and stacked, baby.
Oh man.
Did you see the on the 18th there was supposed to be a rally in Washington D.C.
That was bullshit. That was all hype. They hyped that shit up just for news media, bro.
What
what I'm saying,
anti-V?
No, it was
No.
it was for
The
the people who
January
got
6th shit.
arrested for January
Yeah.
6th. They were holding a
Yeah.
rally to support the people who were arrested.
Mm.
And word got out about some shit, and people were like, yo, don't go to the rally, don't go to the rally. So there's video of the cops talking to some dude wearing a black mask and everything, and when he goes to take out his wallet, he ends up showing them a badge. So there was undercover law enforcement there ready to start trouble.
Yep. I think I heard some news reporters say that they believe there was more undercovers there than actual people there to protest.
Yeah, that shit was glowing. You know what I mean by that, right?
Yeah.
That shit was glowing. So
it's fucking ridiculous. It's ridiculous. They're trying anything because they want to paint the narrative that there's going to be domestic terrorism in America, and I just don't believe that's going to happen. I don't believe it's going to happen. I don't believe Americans are at that point. I think it's the media continue to push that narrative.
Yeah,
That's what it is.
I think that's also going to be the cover for when these Afghan refugees, which I believe a majority of them are Taliban, because most of them are men, are going to start doing shit out here, and they're going to blame it on the white people. They're going to say, oh, look at this white guy did this, or he said this to this refugee, and it caused them to do X, Y, and Z. It's going to be some shit, man. They're really trying to manufacture the shit out of some fear in this country right now.
All right, everyone, I'm out. You guys have a nice day. I'll talk to you guys probably next week.
All right. Enjoy that phub.com, man.
That's what's up. I will.
Russian Pogs.
No, Panama Hub. Yeah, man.
But there's a lot of shit that's going on. People don't see it, right? So you see how they're mandating the vaccines a lot of places in this country. You know that the immigrants that are at the border right now, well, the illegal migrants that are at the border, they don't have to take a vaccine test. They don't have to take a vaccine or a COVID test.
Or you mean the V test?
Yeah, they don't have to take any of that. And they asked at the White House. One dude asked at the press conference, and they just didn't want to. They didn't answer him. They just moved on to something else.
They was glowing. Know what I mean? Yo. Yeah, man. It seems like everyone's gonna be forced to get the V. You know.
I don't know, but yeah. When someone says that it's glowing, that means that there's like a lot of undercover agents from different 3-letter agencies that.
Okay.
In the thing.
Well, I thought I looked at it like more like the cherries,
Nah, that just means it was just different from all Fed,
from all over the
Fed.
place. Okay,
yeah,
okay.
that was in that rally.
Okay. I thought that meant like the blue and red, like glowing. That's what I thought you meant by that.
Nah. Yeah, so they according to what people are saying, the dude who when he pulled out his ID and had the badge, it was an FBI badge.
Oh man.
But yeah, it's shit is getting crazy.
So you're saying the glowing is more like city, state, and federal enforcement agents?
Nah, more federal, because it's already been put out that they do that. Like they so in Michigan, remember when that quote unquote militia was gonna kidnap the governor in Michigan, and they thought they were all like these they thought that they were all these Trump supporters, and I think it was 12 guys. Out of the 12, 10 of them were federal agents. 2 of them were leftist Antifa members, but they try to paint it as Trump supporters. So when they say like an event is glowing, that means there's like a lot of undercover feds that are there just to spark problems to further the propaganda.
Oh, okay.
Got you. But yo, listen, guys, man. I said I was gonna keep this one short. 2.5 hours, almost 3. I think that's a decent time. I want to thank everyone in the chat for hopping in. I want to thank everyone from the panel for giving their ideas, their perspective. But I'm gonna call this one tonight, and I'll probably be going live maybe 2 more times this week. So everyone, please hit that like button. Follow my Instagram, Fighter Complex 7, and my Twitter, Fighter Complex. And make sure to share this video, y'all. Don't forget. But thank you, Danny. Thank you, Roy Chess. And good night to everyone else. All right, peace, y'all.
All right, good night.
Peace.